Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Hello. Good morning. We're back. It's us.
Are we? Are we back?
We did it. Press the button, Tim.
Yeah. Which, this one? Oh, wait. Hold on. Now I have buttons.
Hello, hello. Hello. Cut to the live footage.
Yeah. Oh, yes. The president is speaking. Let's hear what he has to say.
Oh, boy.
Medicare Administrator Chris Plum and the FDA Commissioner Marty McCary, and I just want to thank them. Well, they've been working hard on many things. I think this is one of the biggest medical announcements that this office has ever made.
I just want to point out the eye roll from RFK Jr.
Biggest medical announcement.
Can you enhance? It's kind of quiet.
Oh, yes.
We're talking about
Your volume's good today, but that thing is kind of soft.
for many years.
I think it's the video.
The highest
Voice boost.
in the world for prescription.
Fucking
drugs.
Forbes with their microphone in the back closet.
I know.
15 times more than other countries for the exact same product. A major reason is that the American consumers have been subsidizing research and development costs for the entire planet. They put all of that on us.
Called being the leader in the field.
Being changed
Called doing your job.
today. The United States had
Being
just
good at your job.
10% of the world's population and consumers, only 13% of all prescription drugs, yet pharmaceutical companies make 75% of their profits from the United States. So think of that. We have 4% of the market.
Oh,
13%
I wonder who caused all
prescription
that.
drugs, and yet,
Hmm.
Albert, I didn't know you were that violent. I'm surprised you're agreeing to this.
Getting better.
No, he's doing the right thing. Thank you. And yet they make 75% of their profits from the American customers. So it's something. That's why I signed an
I like
executive
how-
order combating
Pause for a
this
sec.
practice. So we signed it.
It's funny now because I'm gonna save you guys money by going after the healthcare companies or the pharmaceutical company. Bitch, ain't nobody finna get no prescriptions in about 6 months. What are you talking about? You can lower the drug price like, whoa, we're not gonna be able to get to a doctor. What are you talking about? Not gonna
Especially,
need any of that shit.
especially after what he's supposed to be talking about, the government shutdown stuff. Like, part of the reason the Democrats are doing this is because they want to take away ACA funding in the continuing resolution,
Right.
which is going to make people's insurance premiums skyrocket.
But 150%. So what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna be having no cheap drugs. The drugs are gonna be $1 and we still can't afford them.
Drugs ain't going to be $1. $1 is worthless.
Right. We'll have to, it'll take bucket loads of $50 to get up to the, to get up there.
We do not have unlimited money in the United States.
Very happily, a little while ago. Today, Pfizer is committing, as will other drug companies as we go through the weeks. Pfizer is truly one of the biggest in the world and one of the greatest in the world. Today, Pfizer is committing to offer all of their prescription medications to Medicaid, and it will be at the most favored nation.
Yeah, that no one's going to be able to get on. Yeah, they offered up an olive branch, all right, to no one.
I can't wait for the statement from Pfizer saying we didn't say that.
Who the hell is Trump?
Medicaid costs down like nothing else. I told you that in my first term, I was so proud of the fact that for the first time in 28 years, drug prices came down. And I had a news conference that I explained it was 1/10 of what.
It's just old man farts.
Oh, boiled eggs and aspirin cream.
And here we're talking about
sulfur.
In one case, over 1,000%.
Egg farts.
This is a critical step forward to our work and to improve healthcare, and hardworking, low-income Americans, especially low-income Americans, will be helped so greatly. In addition, Pfizer is agreeing to provide some of their most popular current medications to all consumers at heavily discounted prices of anywhere between 50 and even 100%. and that's off the price. And in some cases, even more than that, these drugs will be available for direct purchase online at a website
Dollar
operated by
amount,
the
please.
government. We're also
Wait, what? He's going to offer drugs at a federal drugstore? Is that what's going on here?
No, they're just gonna, lower their prices by 50 to 100%, which is great because they're not charging us on average 500% more
Right.
than they charge the rest of the world. It's like 5 times what we pay versus the rest of the world for the same prescriptions. So dropping it 50 to 100% still fucks us over. That leaves us at best, 400% or 3.5%, 3.5 times. Like he's so bad with numbers, dude.
Yeah.
He's so
terrible with
bad at
numbers.
math. You can't figure things in his head.
Dead City says, question for the panel. Who's the ghost of Christmas past, present, and future in the gaggle of goons? So
Future
I
has to be
assume-
RFK.
Yeah, the future has to be RFK. Look at that fucking guy.
The worst one is him. Present is Oz and past is Trump.
Yeah, Trump is definitely the ghost of Christmas past.
I
Yeah,
remember
Oz is-
back in the 50s, tariffs as far as I can see.
I feel like Oz is the jolly guy in the group, so yeah, probably he's the ghost of Christmas present. Does that mean like there's a new
complete
Dr. Oz every year though?
Well, yeah. I mean, there's the Queen of Canada. Same person.
announcing that moving forward, all new medications introduced by Pfizer to the American market will be sold at the reduced most favored nation cost. So we'll be paying essentially what other countries are paying who have
Is
been.
that before or after insurance?
What insurance?
All right. Yeah, no, yeah. But like
We're getting you off of that.
the only times I've ever had to pay for like prescriptions was I was put on like an ADHD medication and I had insurance. I had Obamacare insurance.
That's the best to
And
have.
I went to it was like $500 a month. And I went to the pharmacy and I gave them the prescription and I said, "Could you please fill this?" And they said, "Okay." And then when they filled it, they were like, "That'll be $600." And I said, "I'm sorry, what?"
600, please.
I said, "In real money?"
Swipe your
but
debit
then-
card right in the reader right there.
Right. And I was like, "Is that after my insurance?" And they're like, "Oh, no. Well, hold on. You have insurance?" And I said, "Yes. You have my
Nah, dog.
insurance." It ended up being like $30 after the insurance. But that's crazy. If you don't have insurance,
Yeah.
medicine is through the fucking roof.
And it's not like the government should subsidize some of the more popular ones that, the people need so they can like keep it cheap. Like, like ADHD medicine, which is on the rise, inhalers for people with
Yeah.
asthma from the shitty air that these guys refuse to clean up. And then there's like
EpiPens.
EpiPens, cancer drugs, just the stuff that nope.
Nope.
Nope,
Viagra
nope.
you can get 5 cents. But
Yeah.
all that other stuff,
That's-
well, you might as well take out a second mortgage.
Gender affirming care for me, not for thee. If you can't get your willy hard, I don't need you coming after trans people for what they're trying to do. Like, hey, your body ain't doing what you like it to do either, huh? Shit.
Much lower, much lower for many, many years. Furthermore, Pfizer will invest $70 billion to reshore domestic manufacturing facilities. In other words,
That's the quid pro quo. Pfizer said, "We'll build manufacturing in America." And Trump said, "Okay, we have a deal."
How many plants you think they're going to get up before he leaves office?
0.
I mean, if
Maybe
they're
one.
starting this morning,
Yeah.
that's a 4-year, 5-year process.
Well, and don't forget the carve out they made in the triple B of if you build a factory in America, or if you start building a factory before the end of 2026, you can fully depreciate that factory.
Right.
So they're
So you can
winning both
scam.
ways here. Pfizer wins. We all lose.
Flawless victory.
They're going to bring
Flawless victory.
a lot of their
Perfect KO.
their facilities to make their drugs and make what they make, their product. They're going to make it in the United States. I appreciate that $70 billion investment and fund research and development right here in America.
Bunch of sick
We're
people
working
making
with other
medicine.
major pharmaceutical companies to secure similar agreements. Everyone understands that the status quo where Americans pay more for drugs, prescription drugs, and they pay more than foreign countries who take advantage of us in many other ways, although not so many anymore. I think we've pretty well got that stopped, right? I think so. We've stopped that, but they took advantage.
They have not.
of
They have
us,
not.
I can tell you, but we're making this pay to be very unacceptable.
Who the fuck is this doofy motherfucker all the way on the right?
He's very happy to be there.
He looks very nonplussed. He looks very, he's like, why am I here?
I'll stand here and
RFK
smile, sir.
Face is melting in real time.
What they've done in the past. That's why my administration has also taken historic action to investigate the unfair and discriminatory trade practices of other countries that extort our pharmaceutical makers to shift costs onto the American consumer. They say,
No,
give
that's
us-
the pharmaceutical companies. They can't get away with that shit when people have single payer. That's what that is. They're able to negotiate.
Yeah.
You remember that word? You said you were so good at it. So in Europe, they're like, hey, bro, I need 10 billion pills. Well, I'm going to charge you for it. It's like, no, you're going to cut me a deal because I just told you I'm ordering 10 billion of them motherfuckers. So you're going to cut me in, right? And they said, fine. That's called leverage. That's called negotiating. We don't have that here because every insurance company is just like, yeah, just give me a break. And then, yeah, that's fine. And then they just fuck everybody else.
Well, and here's the other piece of the puzzle. We covered this earlier, probably last week. Trump is tariffing any imported brand name medicine at 100%. So
No.
Pfizer probably said, fuck all that. We'll save more money if we tell Trump we're going to build a factory in America and he gives us all these breaks.
And again, it takes years to make a factory. He will not be around when all this is supposed to happen. This is so empty. So empty.
very low price and just charge the American consumer, charge it to the U.S. The United States is done subsidizing the health care of the rest of the world. It's a big thing. I can't tell you how big this is. And I was all set to go. And
Can you try?
We focus on that.
Just a little.
I said, I want to get
Use
back
your
to
words.
You're talking about 14, 15, 1,600% reductions in some cases.
Just making up numbers.
We're
Just making
ending
up
the year of
numbers.
global price gouging at the expense of American families, and we're
What's
making
a 1,500% reduction?
Tim, if something costs, I'm charging you $10 or something, and then but you give me a coupon for 1,600% off. Why do I have to give you $160? Like, this dude is so stupid. They should fucking write this shit down, get it on ink that these people are. That's how much they're dropping the cost. Because I need to go fill some scripts right now.
Yeah,
and I'm about to get rich as shit according to this man's math. God, I'm about to be so rich. I'm like, can I have 2 Tylenol, please? Here's your 2 Tylenol, and here's your $50. Like, that's his math. I can't wait.
Hold on 1 second. BRB.
Is he going to press play? He's not going to press play. Just left me here with RFK directly in the line of fire of the Trump farts. Oz pretending he doesn't smell the Trump farts. New guy on the right of Oz acting like he doesn't smell the Trump farts. And everyone else in the room just getting a nice haze coming over them. Sheesh. I don't want to be in that press conference room. I don't care what they offer us. I don't care. I don't
Sorry
want
about that. Press the button.
Making America Healthy Again, which is our little theme for the people behind me. And I want to just ask Secretary Kennedy.
Hey, I like this.
We'll start and we'll go through it with Oz and Clark and Borla and McCarry.
The Binman.
We'll go through it
The
and if you have
Binman.
any questions, but this is a really big announcement.
That's our
This is something that most people
regiments
said
in the
was not
revolution.
doable.
We're the Binmen.
And other countries are going along because we told them that
The Bennett men.
You know,
The
they didn't
Bennett
have to
men.
go along, but if they didn't go along, we were going to put extra tariffs on those countries. And we were going to charge them the amount of money that they should be paying for the reduction in costs. So we had a pretty good negotiating position. So Bobby, I'd like you to speak about this and what a great job and thank you very much.
Oh no, RFK is going to speak. Speak into the microphone.
People who aren't up here, Theo Merkel, Dr. Heidi Overton, who played key roles in this negotiation, help make this happen.
Is he getting
Also,
Oh my
warm?
God.
Who's not up here?
Fucking McKinnon.
Who are the people who are negotiating, in some cases, I think, including last night, 24 hours.
Bro, his phone sound like your like your Motorola Razor. And like you started going through a tunnel.
I told my son last night, we're all under secrecy about this, but I told my son late last night, a 27-year-old.
God, he's just fucking impossible to listen to.
No, first of all, I didn't say that. Oh, I said that in terms of.
Impossible to listen to.
He sound like nails on a chalkboard and a food processor.
Right. He sounds like he's having two conversations at the same time, and one of them is in the opposite, like, vocal direction.
One voice is his, the other is the brainworm.
If only Ollie was here.
They're both speaking.
Was a very liberal Democrat. I told him this was happening, and he just paused for a minute and he said, "Thank you, Dad. I'm so proud of you." Because this is something Democrats have wanted for 20 years. Republicans have wanted for 20 years.
Man, Pfizer doesn't make all the drugs.
Yes, they do.
Pfizer is not the only pharmaceutical company in the world. You got one deal with one company, and maybe it might be good. Who knows?
This shit is not coming to fruition. They're like, he thinks he's a fucking shark. Pharmaceutical companies are sharks. They are hustling his ass. They are not about to just say, "All right, everybody, we're done taking all your money. We'll give you reasonable prices now." Why the fuck would they do that? That motherfucker up the damn AIDS medicine so he could buy the Wu-Tang album. These are not normal people. These are sociopaths. Are you crazy? Like giving us shit.
Yeah, like this is all. Every time Trump says, "Oh, they're going to give us a $7 billion investment" or whatever the fuck.
Sounds like a spaghetti western out here.
It's always just some fake fucking promise that they've made that is never going to actually happen. Like all these hundreds of billions of dollars that companies are investing in the country, or other countries are investing in our country. Where is it real? Where is it?
Where's the transparency about these tariffs that he keeps talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll just give that money to the farmers. Oh, how much is that? Interesting.
It's all nonsense. And this fucking joker right here, Mr. Tylenol causes autism.
Yeah, dude. That fucking lawsuit is on its way.
Yeah. Like you want to talk about pharmaceutical companies. Johnson & Johnson is
Yeah,
one of the biggest.
Yeah, they're
ones.
they're your friends now. Wait till that fucking intent to sue comes up because you kept fucking naming their name brand product because their dumbass fucking president couldn't pronounce acetaminophen over more than 2 times in a fucking broadcast.
Yo, it's going to be like the White House presented by Johnson & Johnson when they're done with this fucking shit.
America brought to you by Johnson & Johnson. $17 billion lawsuit.
Everybody said they're going to do it. Nobody has even taken a step towards doing it. And the reason was because it was such a daunting task. And, even
Biden did a bunch of it. He
Yeah.
got them to negotiate with Medicaid and Medicare. Like,
Remember,
I think it was like
the
27 drugs.
And the cap on insulin, which was the most important one because people
Yeah.
with diabetes were just somehow supposed to have from like $80 a month for their insulin to $600 a month for their insulin.
Ted City, the White House, a family company.
It's gonna have the little hands on the flag, little watermark underneath the flag, the Johnson and Johnson hands. Dude, our flag is gonna look like a NASCAR. Our flag is gonna look like a NASCAR jacket.
It's gonna have a trademark logo on it.
I love Tesla.
TMCR.
all the negotiators, I also want to thank Howard Lutnick. This would not have happened without him.
Oh, gross.
But even all of the
Hey,
negotiators.
you mean Epstein's neighbor, Howard Lutnick?
That's what was it. Epstein's neighbor.
He'd come, maybe he'd come, maybe he wouldn't even come. I think maybe he wouldn't even.
Here and all the people at HHS and at the White House team, all we could see was all the reasons that this couldn't happen. Everybody had tried, nobody could make it happen. And it was President Trump alone who, with his doggedness, his persistence, he saw this clearly in a way that none of us other, in its most simplest terms.
Oh, he's so fucking smart, Donald Trump. He's the only one that could fucking make this happen. The God King.
If only there was like a Brooklyn Jew that was representing Vermont. Maybe his name rhymed with Ernie Blanders. I don't know. If only he had been saying this since fucking 1980. And everybody in that fucking room and in that fucking building told him he was a stupid, crazy old man, right? And now all of a sudden, Captain Poopy Pants says it, and it's like a fucking radical notion. Yeah, no shit that the fucking prescriptions were too expensive. Then why did you take $800 billion out of Medicare? RFK.
Yeah, there aren't enough fucking brain cells in that room to do a math quiz, but somehow Donald Trump is the smartest boy in the room. I wrote the damn bill.
Goddamn right.
You can't explain it.
Yeah.
Why are we spending more on this country than any other country? Why are we spending 75% of the revenues that come to the pharmaceutical industry? We're doing all the research and everybody else is riding on our slipstream. And President Trump, I would say, harangued and harassed us to make this happen.
That's what happened. Is Donald Trump was like, "Why isn't this done yet? Can you guys get this done?"
What if I just threatened to like send the National Guard into their facility? Would that work?
I was getting calls at 11:30, 12 o'clock at night. Oh, are you asleep? And you got to get in the vent. And at one point, Dr. Oz told me I can't take the.
Oh yeah, we never said hi to everyone in the chat. Hold on, real quick.
We will. They'll be done. They'll be done in a second.
President's calls anymore. I have a lot of reasons. My wife has a lot of reasons to say to me about different things that happen in my life. Doesn't that give you anxiety? And I say, I don't get anxiety. This gave me anxiety. Oh, thank you, President Trump. It would not have happened without you. This is real.
Hey, you know what gives me anxiety? The Epstein report that's got half of you motherfuckers up on stage in them goddamn reports. That's what would make me nervous.
You know what gives me anxiety? Why Dr. Oz keeps fucking smiling.
He's high on farts right now, dude.
What drugs is Oz on? I want them.
Egg farts.
In our history. I'm very grateful to you. This is an extraordinary benefit. The American people, thank you for your vision.
He's not going to do it.
Your
not
bold
gonna
action, your
happen.
unwavering commitment.
He's not gonna
and
do it.
involvement with
I
the
can't wait.
American people.
I can't wait to see this government website that's going to be selling drugs.
Yo, remember the eggs and the gas?
Yeah.
And now y'all gonna believe the pills?
Yo, my eggs are
I
still
mean,
$6 a dozen.
I'm about to say, at least he could pressure them to like, hey, hatch some of them motherfucking eggs so we can have some more chickens. Like, I could get that. Maybe he could do something about. He didn't do shit about the eggs. and instead of getting you some lower gas prices, he was like, I'm gonna just rock with Israel while they blow up fucking oil facilities in the Middle East, causing a fucking outrage. Like, this is all right, man. Yeah, I suggest our pills are gonna go up.
Yeah.
They'll just charge us more.
Never has a president stood up so bravely for the American people with respect to health care. And I, by the way, I forgot.
They're not going to have any.
Albert and I have had a long history of antipathy and antagonism toward each other. But I have to say his leadership in this took tremendous courage. And he really created a template for corporate responsibility for putting public health ahead of his individual interests. So I'm very, very grateful to you for that, Albert. Under the leadership of President Trump, the U.S. government is now acting as a tough negotiator on behalf of the American people. Today is about fairness. It's about equality. It's about.
Can we not have fucking RFK Jr. speak at press conferences? Can that not be a thing? Because like it is like nails on a chalkboard.
Oh, is there something wrong with his? Is there something wrong with his voice? Is there something wrong with his voice?
No.
You guys are hearing something with his. I don't even hear anything. It's the same tie from like the last 3 press conferences too.
I know. It's got little crabs on it. Very, very professional.
Yeah. Good job.
Giving hope to those who are trying to stay healthy.
Maybe it is straight and his body's crooked.
We're fighting for their lives. We refuse to make the most vulnerable citizens continue to pay an unthinkable price for the world's pharmaceutical breakthroughs, which we pay for. This policy is a shield for the chronically ill who have carried the burden of high drug costs for far too long. It's a signal to every American family that we're finally putting their health and financial security first. And it sets a new standard, one that says we won't write blank checks to the drug industry.
Trump is so bored listening to this. He has fucking wandered off.
He has no idea who's talking anymore. His little stroke droop has come back.
He is swaying. He is looking around the room. He is like, when is this going to fucking end?
He's like, I can't stand up this long. My ankles are hurting.
Forced to choose between filling a prescription and putting food on the table. Americans should not be gouged paying 300 or 400 or 1,000% more than people in other countries for the exact same drug.
That's your friends that raise the prices on us.
Same factory in New Jersey and sold in Great Britain for 1/10 the price that it's being sold for here. This week, and I was with some friends up in Martha's Vineyard.
Oh my God.
An old friend, one of my oldest friends, his wife and daughter have a chronic disease. And chronic disease last year cost $150,000 to treat. And the mother had to choose whether she was
eggs.
that money and spend it on her or her daughter. And she spent it on her daughter. So she had to make that choice.
Man, motherfuckers that go to Martha's Vineyard are fucking rich. So I'm sure she didn't actually have to make that choice.
Tim, I have a small chateau. Okay. It is not like I am rolling in the cat. Do you know how expensive jet fuel is?
We had to make a choice
if I ever had a chateau.
About whether to spend another week in Martha's Vineyard or pay for my daughter's medicine. And we chose to spend another week in Martha's Vineyard.
And I was torn.
It's a real Sophie's choice going on over there.
I didn't know what to do. I mean, it's a kid, but also I don't give a shit. Like, what do I do? Unbelievable.
It's a choice that no mother should have to make. We did a roundtable recently on drug prices.
Oh, did you?
One patient spent more than $180,000 on one drug. One cashed in all of her savings with 3 jobs to make ends meet. One almost quit her job and moved to Germany to get the drug cheaper.
Because they have socialized medicine. You're not solving the
That's
problem.
why it's cheaper. It's cheaper because it's single payer. You can bully the drug companies when you have a large order. This is day 3.5 of business. How do none of you understand this?
If people are saying, I'm going to move to Europe to get cheaper medicine and cheaper healthcare, maybe it's not that we're being charged too much for drug prices. Maybe it's the fucking system.
Yeah, and after I get rid of all these fucking all these vaccines from the kids, there'll be lots of medicine for everybody to take.
Right.
And don't worry, it'll be at a reduced price when the fucking pandemic starts sliding through here.
Like, the real actual problem is not the individual prices of drugs. The real actual problem is the fucking system. It's fucked. He's the reason.
Yes.
Some looked at getting the drug on unsafe secondary markets because they could not afford it through the legitimate markets. Today, we begin to write
Trump was encouraging that.
We're trying to help our child get better.
During COVID, he was encouraging that.
Pharmacy counter, and for millions
For
of
ivermectin and shit when they were running low, he was encouraging that.
Another promise made by President Trump and another promise kept by President Trump to the American people. And it's only just the beginning. This is all thanks to your unwavering.
Are you bleeding, Tim?
President,
Yeah, for my face.
Thank you very much.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, you're bleeding, son.
There is a fine line
Dr. Oz.
between vision and hallucination.
Okay, at least I can understand this.
People have to follow you for it to be a vision. And President Trump, you made a lot of people following you on an idea that most people thought was not possible, even remotely. And when we have that shared vision, and I'll speak to some of the people who are involved in this process because it was incredible.
And also, it hasn't happened yet.
Pride to serve in this administration, and the fact that it did not leak is also an issue of pride for us because these were tough challenges. And Albert Bourla looks very calm up here and cat-like, but he is ferocious when you get him in a negotiating room. This is true for all the pharmaceutical companies that we are negotiating with. And Secretary Kennedy, my son Oliver, who I told is walking over here, is a Republican. And you know what he said? Thank you for making us proud. Because it's not just a Democratic problem, it's a Republican problem. This has not happened before. And it took a crusader like President Trump, with the support of Secretary Kennedy, Secretary Lutnick, I see the vice president's here as well, just unwavering, dogged pursuit of change.
Oh, that would explain the egg farts.
Now I have to admit that I know the president has me on speed dial. And most of the time when he would call me, as Secretary Kennedy alluded to, it was about MFN. And he always had reasons why we need to go.
Is the oldest reference ever.
Because we're allowing the kinds of pricing that had been tolerated for so many decades in America. The time of the day didn't matter. The day of the week didn't matter. And that's how the president was functioning. This was such an important part of what he saw as his legacy, which is why it brings such pride to all of us up here and many others to deliver it. And the laser focus that the president had on this, which he shared with me the day that I was nominated, that he nominated me for this position and has reminded me frequently since, made it a top priority for us as well at CMS. Now, to do this, you have to have tactics, not just vision, but tactics. And the first tactic the president shared was to introduce me to Albert Bourla. He took us to dinner with Secretary Kennedy, and he argued, and he's a great deal maker, as you know, that if you're going to make a deal of this scope, of this nature, you need trust.
Send a fucking email. You're at work.
He got the embers going, but he needed us to nurture that beginning of a fire so they would blaze into what today we can announce as the grand deal, one of the greatest ever, certainly in the space of pharmaceuticals. I gained the respect, Albert, and I'll tell you why in particular. It was because he recognized the dangerous problems facing so many Americans that they had to choose.
Why did he charge everybody 500 to 800% more?
It could be life-saving, or shopping at the grocery store, paying for their kids a fundamentally important need that would be squeezed out because they couldn't compromise on drugs, or often worse, they'd compromise on the drugs. 1/3 of all prescriptions
you
are
grew
not
the
filled.
Grinch heart of all the pharmaceuticals.
We talked through the winter. We talked through the spring. We talked through the summer, and we got nowhere. We stalled. The industry is powerful. They're important. They have smart people. There's no reason for them to give the numbers that the president is articulating today.
And they're not going to.
Massive wins for the American people. But the president in July demanded, after the executive order, that manufacturers make a firm commitment and to lower prices or else. And it sent shockwaves through the industry. It got the ball rolling again.
Or else what?
Heated up. But it wasn't until last week, if you want an inside story, it wasn't.
Because, or else what? Because if he threatened them, then they're going to just sue us and then get all the profits back and then raise the prices again.
Stop with industry, with Albert, with his great team at Pfizer. And with this partnership, we began to deal with the fundamental challenges we have, which is protecting medical advances for the future while at the same time securing the prices Americans want today. We're going to continue to stimulate and strengthen innovation. That's what a great country does, and we are a great country with a great leader. We're going to protect the U.S. hegemony in R&D. We dominate the planet in discovering cures for illnesses. All those
you fucking cut all the funding for medical cancer research and drug research. The labs are closed. The people went home.
Yes, and we're going to make sure that we do all that while we're being fair to the American people, especially our most vulnerable. We're going to finally deliver on the fair drug prices that President Trump has been speaking about for 2 terms. We're going to celebrate this historic day, I predict, this historic day in the medical field for generations to come. The heroic negotiators that I do feel compelled to mention, and Secretary Kennedy kindly also mentioned their names. Some of them can't be in here because they're busy negotiating future deals. Inma Hernandez-Delso, John Brooks, who's a deputy administrator of mine, Theo Merkel, who is in the back and tall and hard to miss with DPC, and Corey Ensslin with the same group, did a spectacular job, and Don Dempsey at OMB. Just wonderful human beings, worked tirelessly to get this done. We were able to secure this first MFN deal, and the president touched on this, but we have much more to come. You'll be hearing breaking news from the president for the rest of the fall. And Mr. President, these brilliant minds are here because of you. Now, I don't want to just pay homage to this. I want to actually speak this a little bit. The passion to protect the American people brings top-tier Americans into the government. We've created a powerful administration with the president's leadership, an administration of winners. People get things done. They see the generational opportunity to fix the biggest problems our nation faces. And the person who led this negotiation, Chris Klump, embodies this seal. Now, Chris Klump came to visit Secretary Kennedy and I the very first day we were looking for staff to try to bring in the government. And neither of us really had an idea of how challenging this might be. And he came to the interview and
all right, shut the fuck up. It says here. Oh, wrong screen. Here we go. Whoop. They look the same. Okay. It says here, Pfizer has agreed to take measures to lower U.S. drug prices, including selling its existing drugs to Medicaid patients. Medicaid. Hey, what's this say? Oh God, get your ass out of here. Medicaid patients. I'm sure they did agree to that. I'm sure they did. Seeing as nobody's going to be on that motherfucker anymore, and they're not going to have to actually pay anything the fuck out, and they're actually not going to, like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? At the lowest price offered in other developed nations. As part of the deal, Pfizer has also agreed to a 3-year grace period during which companies' products won't face pharmaceutical-specific tariffs. As long as the drug maker further invests in U.S. manufacturing. Hey guys. I thought the tariffs were to stop Tren de Aragua. I thought the tariffs were for national security. This is why he doesn't have the power of tariffs, and he can only do it during wartime. It's illegal. You can't tariff shit where we're not at war. It's illegal. So yeah, they're going to tell you whatever the fuck they want to tell you. But then they're going to go right to the courthouse and say, actually, he can't charge me any of this. And actually, these prices are going right back to where I said they would go. God. Like, they just like act like the illegal shit that they're doing just doesn't apply. So we can just ignore it and move on. Again, you will not be here forever. So once you're gone and the real law like steps back in, they're gonna be like, fuck these people. I'm making my money back. And I'm suing because he made me pay tariffs. They're getting all their money back, dude. This is a fucking scam. President Trump on Tuesday announced an agreement with Pfizer to voluntarily sell its medications for less as the administration pushes to link U.S. drug prices to cheaper ones abroad. Pfizer has agreed to take measures to reduce U.S. drug prices, including selling its existing drugs to Medicaid patients at the lowest price offered in other developed nations, or what Trump calls the most favored nation price, according to the president. Pfizer will also guarantee the same most favored nation prices on its new drugs for Medicare, Medicaid, and commercial payers. See? There's your caveat. There's your caveat. Oh my goodness, we only had enough pills for the Medicaid and Medicare people. Unbelievable. Pfizer has agreed to provide some of the most popular current medications to our customers at heavily discounted prices, anywhere between 50 and 100%. If you say so. And again, these words are great, but let's see it happen. Let's see it happen. Unreal. All right, let me get my thing out here. I shall greet the people. Warm up this old air horn. All right. Uh-oh. I think I broke it. Okay. We got Chrissy, Billy, Tiz, Allie, Bella, Trip, We Shazadi, Dead City, McKinnon, Tez, Sarah, and Muttley, Trip, and I think that's all I see. If I missed you, please say something else, and then I will address you. Oh, hi, Tim.
Hi, I'm not dying.
Maybe not.
Maybe. Apparently, I scratched myself and I
What's
bled
the
profusely.
What's the cheapest, most basic healthcare insurance cost a month? I mean, it depends. Like, it's weird because like you could get health insurance like on paper and only pay like, you know, $100, $150 a month. But then when you go to the hospital, oh boy, it'll be as if you didn't have health insurance. You will get no discount on anything, and they will make you pay for every appointment and every pill you take, every IV bag you need. That you are going to be paying for everything. But if you have like a more comprehensive medical plan that's maybe like $300 to $500 a month, then you get some like regular checkups and like all that. And this doesn't include vision and dental. Like that's totally separate most of the time. Like that's not encompassing everything. That's literally just your meat, your flesh. Not so much your like looking flesh or your listening flesh, like hearing aids and stuff like that. It's just the overall condition. Nothing specific.
Yeah. Well, and that's not even counting deductibles. Like if you have the cheapest health insurance, you have a huge deductible.
Yeah.
Like when I was on the Obamacare market health insurance, I mean it was $500 for like not great health insurance. I still had like a $7,000 deductible, which is money that you have to pay before the insurance actually pays anything.
Right. So then your deductible might be like $5,000 to $10,000.
Yeah.
There we go. Progress only says around me for one person with a $15,000 deductible. So that's $15,000 you got to shell out before they start helping you. and a 10% copay, it's like $250 a month. So that MRI was going to be $1,200. We're going to need $120 for that MRI. A copay is what you pay with the insurance for like individual services, like at a here you go. Copay is a portion of the amount they charge the insurance won't cover.
Yeah.
Nice succinct answer. I'm glad you said that. Oh, is that you're reading the Newsweek one? Let me grab that one. Let me see what you're talking about. Am I gonna need a subscription
to Newsweek?
I like everyone's trying to put their shit behind a paywall. It's like, bro, that shit happened on the news. You weren't there. Let's see what he said. Talking about Keg's breath.
Oh, I got a quick video to follow up this.
Okay. Unmute.
Unmute. So this is him addressing all the military leaders for some reason.
It all starts with physical fitness and appearance. If the Secretary of War can do regular, hard PT, so can every member of our joint force. Frankly, it's tiring to look out at combat formations or really any formation and see fat troops. Likewise, it's completely unacceptable to see fat generals and admirals in the halls of the Pentagon and leading commands around the country and the world. It's a bad look. It is bad, and it's not who we are.
Oh, man.
So whether you're an airborne ranger or a chairborne ranger, a brand new private or a 4-star general, you need to meet the height and weight standards and pass your PT test. And as the chairman said, yes, there is no PT test. But today, at my direction, every member of the joint force at every rank is required to take a PT test
hey, Tim.
this year.
Hey, Tim.
As well as meet.
Hey, Tim, I know you lost your legs in Fallujah. But if you don't run this mile, dog, if you don't run this mile in less than 7 minutes, we're going to be having another fucking conversation. You understand me? Like, if you can't fucking do push-ups with your one mechanical arm and one flesh arm, you're fucking gone, okay? What's that? You have bad knees from jump school because you had to jump out of planes for fucking 10 years? Don't give a shit. Run. Do squats. You understand me? We're going to have a fucking sexy military going forward. It's the hot bod summer coming back at your face.
Oh, my God. This guy.
What an app. Like, dude, you are such a child. Like, this is like, I was in Marine Corps and Air Force, JROTC in high school. There was always this guy in every class who just thought, oh, well, I'm good at this, so I'm going to start criticizing everybody on that thing. Like the one guy who knew how to like hang his like medals and ribbons, or the one guy who could drill, and then they find their one little area, and then they want to just fucking shit on everybody else on it. It's insecurity. Dude, if he's sitting in a fucking chair all day and negotiating with other world leaders, I don't give a shit if he can do push-ups and sit-ups.
Yeah, seriously.
Do you need him to fucking climb a cliff and ring the bell, and then he can have the negotiation? Like, what are you talking about? Use your brain, dumbass.
Like, does this mean like the Joint Chiefs of Staff are going to have to meet these ridiculous requirements? Like, these guys have not seen active service. Like, they are like the top generals and admirals or and whatnot in the military. Their job is advisory and strategy. Their job is not to go out there and fight.
Hey, logistics person, I need you to fucking be able to do 17 pull-ups. Like, come on, man.
Let's see what the rest
Lord,
of this
have mercy.
nonsense is.
Height and weight requirements twice a year. Every year of service.
Oh, wait, height and weight. First of all, how can you change someone's height?
No,
what if they don't meet the
Oh, well, then you're out. You better start growing. I'm giving you notice. Drink that motherfucking milk, I said. Raw milk.
Also today, at my direction, every warrior across our joint force is required to do PT every duty day. Should be common sense. I mean, most units do that already, but we're codifying it. And we're not talking like hot yoga and stretching. real hard PT.
You should do some fucking stretching and yoga, man. That should be in there.
Hey, yeah. Can we do drug tests?
Yeah, right.
I want to see I want to see what you're on there, Petey. And I need you to blow into this straw until the light turns on, okay? A lot of nerve talking about how everyone's physical condition needs to be perfect when your liver is fatty and filled with holes from all the bourbon that you've consumed over the last 2 weeks. Like pot, meat, kettle. Your health is not great, sir.
Yeah, let's put out Hegseth's fucking physical report.
How about we just play the video of you fucking blacked out drunk screaming, "I'm going to blow up Muslims"? How about we put, is that proper health? Is that a responsible way to treat your body? Getting sloshed in public and ranting? Fucking moron.
Well, also, if this is for everyone in the military, you know who is toppity top of our military? The President of the United States.
Yeah, he's the commander in chief. I want to see Kanks out there doing squats.
I want to see Trump out there doing fucking PT, man.
Get him the army green sweats, which are very itchy on the inside for no reason. Or the blue ones. The blue ones are not so bad.
This is
Air Force is not doing none of that shit. They're gonna be like, no. Do you want to walk to the battlefield? I didn't fucking think so. So we're not doing shit. Same thing with the Navy. It's like, would you like to swim across the ocean? Bitch, no. We were doing just fine before you showed up. National Guardsmen.
Yeah, there's either as a unit or as an individual. At every level, from the Joint Chiefs to everyone in this room to the youngest private, leaders set the standard. And so many of you do this already. Active, Guard, and Reserve.
We thank you for watching.
Now, there's more to that. There is a segment of that where he's like, no, you can't have long hair. You can't have a beard. Tattoos are bad.
He's got tattoos.
Yeah, he's got some very specific tattoos. I think he's like, you can't have tattoos that are showing, or like he's like superficial stuff.
Does
you can't do it. Yeah.
It's down his arm. He would be 100% out of uniform with all that extra ink he got. You know what I'm saying? Like, he knows that he could not have gotten those tattoos while he was enlisted. They would have been like, huh?
I was gonna say, this fucking speech he gave went on for 48 minutes. That was only a 1:30 clip. I'm gonna see if I can find. I'm gonna go through the transcript like Mikey taught me. Yes, the bone spurs.
Yes,
but he is commander in chief of the military now, so he's gotta do the according to the Secretary of Defense /War.
I want sexy men who are clean. I want sexy men who are in shape, who have that really sexy mustache. Yeah, and the beard thing is racist. Speaking as a black man who was told that he had to shave all the time, I told my employer, no, it's not happening. And I'm not shaving. I'll shave, but I'll shave once my skin will let me shave again. I'm not going to just keep scraping razors across my face when it irritates my skin. Motherfuckers with fucking round hair follicles don't have this problem. But if you have flat hair follicles, they curl from any sort of stimulus whatsoever. So my beard hair curls back into my cheek and into my neck and all that stuff. It grows like beard hair does. And it infects your skin and it irritates your skin and it hurts really bad. And then that little sore will get infected. And then the whole area gets infected. And what good is it for me to shave if the sink is filled with blood? It doesn't make any sense. It's healthier for me, especially if I'm like deployed or something like that. It's healthier for me to shave once a week than to be constantly on antibiotics and ointments and shit from fucking all over my neck and cheeks because you're trying to like prove a point. This is protective, not so much lazy. bone spurs and a narrow urethra. Yeah, ingrowing hair. Like if you have curly hair, it's different, you know. Our beards are for the ladies, you know. They like the soft, cuddly beard. We only got them spiky beards. We got the soft beards. Then you try to just like fuck our skin up because you mad. Don't be mad.
I found another
Beards by Mikey. London, Paris,
concerning section of this speech. It's concerning.
No audio.
Led by the best and most capable leaders. That is who we need you all to be. Even then in combat, even if you do everything right, you may still lose people because the enemy always gets a vote. We have a sacred duty to ensure that our warriors are led by the most capable and qualified combat leaders. This is one thing you and I can control. And we owe it to the force to deliver it. For too long, we have simply not done that. The military has been forced by foolish and reckless politicians to focus on the wrong things. Anyways, this speech is about fixing decades.
Wait. They're focused on the wrong things. But that is just a way for me to interrupt my push-up speech, which I was about to start. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
It gets very Soviet purge in a second.
Yeah. Of course.
Some of it hidden. Or as the chairman has put it, we are clearing out the debris, removing the distractions, clearing the way for leaders to be leaders. You might say we're ending the war on warriors. I heard someone wrote a book about that.
Fuck this guy.
Are you fucking plugging a book? Are you plugging a book?
I'm surprised it's not mandatory reading for all NCOs.
While you're doing push-ups, in between push-ups, I want you to read a page.
Do a push-up, read a page. Do a push-up, read a page.
I want 50 push-ups every morning until I read a new book.
It's probably only like 100, 150 pages tops. It's probably not a hard read.
You want to talk motherfucking war on warriors? They're gutting the VA, stupid.
Yeah.
They're gutting it. And we just had, 3 veterans shoot up places over the weekend? And you're worried about what? Beards?
The warrior ethos, Mikey. The warrior ethos.
Yeah.
They're not trained to be warriors anymore.
Can we turn it off on some people? Can we get rid of the warrior ethos on some people?
Well,
by maybe giving them some psychiatric help and some medicine?
He's about to explain why we don't need all that.
For too long, we've promoted too many uniformed leaders for the wrong reasons. Based on their race, based on gender quotas, based on...
He learned that at Fox News.
We've pretended that combat arms and non-combat arms are the same thing. We've weeded out so-called toxic leaders under the guise of double-blind psychology assessments, promoting risk.
No, they were raping girls at Camp Lejeune.
Yeah, bro.
And there was a culture of it. Hold on, pause it. Fort Hood has a culture of rape. And when female soldiers at basic would report this, they got sent home. Did the people get in trouble? No.
Right.
They just get shuffled around just like every other fucking pocket of pedophiles and fucking ne'er-do-wells. Just like everywhere else, they protect their own. They start shuffling them around. They start calling them liars. Go ask any woman who has left the service in just the quickest amount of time, the 4 or 6 years, depending on their branch. Ask them why they left. It's all for the same reason, because they couldn't deal with the racism and they couldn't deal with the rape culture and them getting away with it.
Yeah.
That's why you ain't got nobody in there.
That's why you had to relax all of your recruitment standards too.
Because no one would go.
Yeah.
Foolish and reckless political leaders set the wrong compass heading. And we lost our way.
But then again, that's what Hegseth did too, right? To the nanny. right?
Yeah.
He got
Yeah.
fucking wasted and
Yeah.
fucking trapped the nanny in a room and she's screaming for help and he fucking took her anyway. Yeah, that kind of shit, Hegseth. We got rid of all those guys.
By the way, these foolish leaders he's talking about are like Bush, Cheney, Obama, like and the conservative politicians who are on the Joint Forces Committee and these various military oversight committees. They're fucking Republicans too, man. It's like Ted Cruz and Lindsey Graham. So is it everyone? Is everyone incompetent?
Yes, except him.
We became the woke department, but not anymore. Right now, I'm looking out at a sea of Americans who made a choice.
A sea of white male faces.
Oh, he's light skinned. Get him out of here.
Young men and young women to do something most Americans will not, to serve something greater than yourself, to fight for God and country, for
What?
freedom.
Whoa. No one said anything about God.
Hold
No
on,
one
buddy.
said
Hold
anything
up.
about
Wait a
God.
minute.
Like, is he lying or is he stupid? Put in your votes now.
Constitution. You made a choice to serve when others did not. And I commend you. You are truly the best
Love that
of
movie.
America. But this does not mean, and this goes for all of us, that our past
They're
to
not better
this
than me. What are you talking
on
about?
this day was a straight line, or that the conditions of the formations we lead are where we want them to be. You love your country, and we love this uniform, which is why we must do better.
Where's your uniform?
We just have to be honest.
Well, I mean, he doesn't need it. He's the Secretary of War. He doesn't need a uniform.
Put on your National Guard uniform and come lecture these Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marine generals, Mr. National Guard, Mr. One term in the National Guard.
Yeah, even the vice president, he was in the Marines, so you know.
Yeah, he did basic and then he's like, into JAG school to be a lawyer, and now I'm in private equity. But at least he went through basic and shit. Trump was like, my feet hurt.
Yeah.
I have a doctor's note and my feet hurt. I can't do a rut march if I got ouchy feeties.
You know, the Germans always make good stuff.
Mouths what we see with our eyes.
You are lagging out of control, sir.
Just tell it like it is.
Am I lagging?
Yeah. You got something downloading in the background again.
No. Let me
Oh.
just get rid of some stuff. Hold on. All right, I
Sometimes
only got
those YouTube things will eat up some graphics.
Oh, I see. All right, I got rid of
They've
some
been-
stuff.
if they've been sitting for a while.
In English. To point
Smoother.
out the obvious things
Ah.
right in front of us. That's what
You.
leaders must. We cannot go another day without directly addressing the plank in our own eye,
Huh?
without addressing the problems in our own commands and in our own formations.
Yeah. Why are y'all following the law?
This administration has done a great deal from day one to remove the social justice, politically correct, and toxic ideological garbage that had infected our department, to rip out the politics. No more identity months, DEI offices, dudes in dresses.
Which includes veterans.
No more climate change worship. No more division.
Climate change worship?
You're in the Department of War. What the fuck do you care about the climate? Stay in your lane, dog. Stay in your
How do you
lane.
know who's asked in the grand jury if you weren't there?
Oh, I'm sorry, that was the wrong button.
A lot of people are saying maybe we like a dictator. I don't like a dictator. I'm not a dictator.
Yeah.
Distraction, or gender delusions. No more debris. As I've said before, and will say again, we are done.
Most of
with
the
that
professionals left.
I've made it my mission to uproot the obvious distractions that made us less capable and less lethal.
Like
That
push-ups.
said, the War Department requires the next step. Underneath the woke garbage is a deeper problem, and a more important problem that we are fixing and fixing fast.
More
Common
push-ups.
sense is back at the White House. So making the necessary changes is actually pretty straightforward. President Trump expects it.
More.
What's the number of
And the
push-ups he
litmus
wants?
test for these changes, it's pretty simple. Would I want my eldest son, who is 15 years old, eventually joining the types of formations that we are currently wielding? If in any way the answer to that is no, or even yes, but, then we're doing something wrong. Because my son is no more important than any other American citizen who dons the cloth of our nation. He is no more important than your son.
Dons the cloth?
Don's
made in the image.
Dude, this is like straight up Nazi shit.
Spoken like a true warrior. Whoever doth don the cloth of the country. Like, what the fuck? You're so fake, Petey. Petey, you're so fake, bro.
So bad.
You're the Fox News dude. You could have stayed in the military. You could have been in the military the whole time and then like did like hits for Fox News. You left because you wanted to be a celebrity. And now here you come back again after being gone for a long time. And you're going to lecture these people about how they're failing when you quit. You quit, big dog. They didn't quit. They're still in there. You left.
He was out there selling soap shaped like grenades before he was Secretary of Defense.
Running veterans fucking nonprofits, running them directly into the ground with his total staff of 7 people. He couldn't even get that shit to work. 7 people, and you couldn't raise money for veterans without going millions of dollars in debt. Explain that, dude. Are we not doing math in the military anymore? We don't teach accounting in the military anymore? You got a lot of nerve, buddy. You fucked over a lot of fucking veterans and you scammed them out of their goddamn money. Now you want to tell them that they're too fucking fat and they need to do push-ups.
Purposefully
You need to read a,
or even disingenuous.
you need to buy a calculator.
I don't think he knows how to use a calculator. I'm gonna be
not using no woke number box.
Image and likeness of God. Every parent deserves to know that all precious souls made in the image and likeness of God.
Yo, the God stuff and that stuff that is worrying in the military. That is worrying.
They ain't listening to him.
Every parent deserves to know that their son or their daughter that joins our ranks is entering exactly the kind of unit that the Secretary of War would want his son to join.
Hope they don't need doctors.
Who's the Secretary of War, bro? You're the Secretary of Defense. That's still the official name of the department.
I'm just wondering, what happens when like the gay doctors quit and the trans doctors quit and but like, okay, who's gonna patch you up? You gonna just put somebody through med school in like 2 months? How are you gonna replace these people?
Yeah.
This is the problem with trying to be a bully. You can only bully if you have the upper hand. You don't. You got fat troops, you got no troops, you got gay troops, you got trans troops. So if you get rid of the trans and the fat and the LGBTQ and the black and all that, so who's going to be there?
The Aryan troops.
They are not signing up. So what now? If they would have, if the army and all these branches were so full of people that all of the rest of us couldn't get in, then hey, I get it. But that's not the case. Y'all couldn't do it. Why y'all offering college? Oh, because you need a carrot to get people to join. And healthcare for life and all that. Yeah. You offer that to entice people into doing this. Well, guess what? No one's going to join now because none of that shit's going to happen for anybody.
Nope.
So why would they join?
For God and country.
Yeah, okay. 40% of Americans are nuns now, so go ahead.
The golden rule test. Jesus said, do unto others that's what you would have done unto yourself.
Come on, man. You can't even take this guy seriously. Really, Jesus?
And that's when Jesus was like, y'all need to do push-ups.
Jesus was like, yeah, I'm going to need you to do a bunch of sit-ups and a bunch of push-ups and run that mile in under 10.
I literally have no idea what the hell he's talking about.
Yep. And the army is worse for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the ultimate simplifying test of truth. The new War Department golden rule is this: do unto your unit
What is that
as
sound?
you would have done unto your
I don't
own
know.
child's
Bad mic?
unit.
Yeah.
Maybe I can filter it out.
Enhance.
We'll do voice boost.
Would
Maybe
you
I'll
want
do
him
it.
serving with fat or
better?
unfit or undertrained troops?
Turn him down a little
Almost
bit. He's cut
Can't
through.
meet
Yeah.
basic standards? Or in a unit where standards were lowered so certain types of troops could make
F11.
it in? In a unit where leaders were promoted for reasons other than merit, performance, and warfighting? The answer is not just no, it's hell no. This means at the War Department, first and foremost, we must restore a ruthless, dispassionate, and common sense application of standards.
There you go, folks. That's what they want. Get rid of all the empathy. Get rid of all of it. We don't need it. Dispassionate, ruthless standards. That's what they want. No, there's no fucking room for anything else in Pete Hegseth's War Department.
Do it. Do it. Kick out everybody who can't meet your standards for this and for that. No one will be left, dumbass. If you weren't fucking hanging out in the Fox News studios for fucking a decade, you would understand that they have been having horrible recruiting because younger generations, after seeing what happened in Iraq and Afghanistan, are not interested in going over to the Middle East and doing any of that stuff anymore.
Yeah.
They would much rather struggle and get jobs and maybe try to be like meaningful people in society. Now, I have family members that are enlisted. And like I said, I hope you guys don't need pharmacists.
Yeah.
I hope you don't want any
need those.
There's a lot of support staff for soldiers.
Yeah. And he's about to make them all do 100 push-ups every day.
Or don't give everybody treatment within our and Robert Reed. Is that Robert Reed Medical? Everybody's gonna have to like, dude. All right, guys, it's push-up time. Everybody, everyone get down. Dude. All right, do your push-ups to the tone. You know the routine.
Yeah, I'm with Ali on this one.
Yeah.
That's what he wants. He ain't gonna get it.
Yeah, but
He'll
what are you gonna do with 2,000 January Sixers? You know what I mean? Like those guys
They're
are
not gonna
not
meet the standards. They're not gonna meet the standards. The fucking Proud Boys.
the
and
Buffalo
3%ers.
guy. The Buffalo guy is totally gonna do it. But see, the thing
he is
is,
pretty
those guys
ripped.
are not shaving their neck beard. Those guys are not
Oh,
shaving their
yeah.
neck beards, right?
Mhm.
They're not going to comply to rules. They're not going to join up on all these standards. He's got the same problem that the Democratic Party has. He is stuck in like the 80s and 90s and the early 2000s era of thinking about the military. That military is gone. It's been gone. It's all Raytheon all the time now, buddy.
Yeah.
Don't nobody
Yeah.
give a shit about them standards because everything's going drone, everything's going jet. The foot soldiers are not a fucking thing anymore. He didn't get the memo because he wasn't CC'd because he's not important because he's a National Guardsman.
Well, I mean, and I think to further your point there, Mikey, that out in the Ukraine and Russia war, it ain't about foot soldiers anymore. It's about drone technology and shit like that.
You gotta do push-ups to fly a drone.
They're out there currently revolutionizing the way wars are fought with drones.
Yes.
Like they're making new technology and new kinds of drones to fight wars because, well, one, Ukraine didn't really have a choice. They don't have the manpower.
Right.
But it's been very effective. And now Russia's learning the same things.
Yep.
So all this warfighting ethos, foot soldier nonsense is going to be a thing of the past.
You're gonna send them what, to Venezuela?
Yeah,
Because you keep blowing up their shit and you guys are trying to like kick off something with Venezuela. Like, and then what's gonna happen? If shit kicks off with Venezuela, they're just gonna fucking send in the F-35s or a couple of Raptors, and that's the end of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there doesn't, dude, it's 2025, bro. No one is putting what are you gonna go after the cartels in Mexico? You're gonna go through the mountains of northern Mexico? How did that work out with the fucking Taliban?
Right.
Like, that is the hardest, most dangerous, the most losses. Like, it is a horrible way of trying to conduct a war. You're just putting people in a meat grinder. And nevertheless, all of those forward operating bases, the FOBs, have burn pits. And then the guys fucking, their lungs are like popcorning and fucking like stucco on the inside from having to throw shit in these burn pits. Like, what are you talking about? You should, like somebody said earlier, like, you need an IT for nerds fucking thing for your fucking soldiers.
Yeah.
Like, you need to be teaching them how to code. You maybe get maybe everybody get a laptop. We're gonna teach you how to hack some shit.
Nah,
like,
Mikey,
that's what
too
you
woke.
need to be doing.
It's
The
too
computer is woke.
Because yeah, I know it's still like folks in the trenches. Billy's saying it's still folks in the trenches. Like, yeah, that's still a thing, but like the way that they operate is changing. The way that they're gonna operate is changing. And I think Pete's a little bit too stuck in the past. I mean, specifically like 1937 Germany, but you know,
like where does he think that those troops are gonna go? All of these new shaved push-up doing ass troops. Why are you getting them ready again?
For what? Where are they going?
Them? That's why
Well,
we let those. That's why we let those standards go. Is because where the fuck are we sending boots on the ground? Russia? No. North Korea? No. China? No. Iran? No. Where are they? The continent, African continent. You're going to send them to Congo?
Yeah.
To do the rapid defense force? Like, is that what you plan on doing? Because all of Africa at this point, the whole Great Horn of Africa, has booted every fucking American out of there. They have gone Russian for their defenses now. The Wagner group was helping in the Congo and in Niger because they don't want it. They told it, close your base and get the fuck out. And they gave us the bird as we were packing our shit. They put all of our shit on the lawn, and we had to go out there with a garbage bag in front of everybody and pick up our shit because we got broken up with. Like, where are you planning on sending these people?
Yeah. I mean, you can't even use American troops as peacekeeping troops anymore because nobody trusts us. Nobody wants our troops in their country, even for peacekeeping. Though that's for countries like Ireland. Because like Ireland can be trusted to be neutral in situations. We can't.
Right.
Buttons. There we go. Oh yeah, by the way.
That's all. There are plenty of things that are bad and wrong, but it doesn't make them fascist.
I don't want my son serving alongside troops who are out of shape, or in combat unit with females who can't meet the same combat arms physical standards as men, or troops who are not fully proficient on their assigned weapons, platform, or task, or under a leader who was the first, but not the best. Standards must be uniform, gender neutral, and high. If not, they're not standards. They're just suggestions.
Bro, there's going to be no military left by the time he's done with this. There's going to be like one unit.
Keep slicing. Keep slicing. It'll come off. Keep slicing.
Suggestions that get our sons and daughters killed. When it comes to combat arms units, and there are many different stripes across our joint force, the era of politically correct,
Pause it real quick.
overly sensitive.
This is America. We have 400 million guns and 340 million people. All these fucking country bumpkin ass motherfuckers are former military. They're just not joining back up again. Like,
yeah,
all the people who did fight in Iraq and Afghanistan are home now. are at their apartments or at their houses or all that. And you want to turn those, the fat gay ones, you're going to turn the fat gays on all of the former like, this makes no sense. This makes no sense. That's okay. They'll be cutting all their spending. Oh, wait, it's the military.
Progress only says, from my understanding, the women's requirements are the same as the men's for height and weight requirements, unless you're going to make the 5'4" woman weigh an extra 30 pounds.
She better.
I mean, that's what people.
Or else.
That's what this fucking chuckle fuck wants.
Sensitive, don't hurt anyone's feelings. Leadership ends right now. Sensitive, don't hurt anyone's feelings. Leadership ends right now. At every level, either you can meet the standard, either you can do the job, either you are disciplined, fit, and trained, or you are out. And that's why today, at my direction, and this is the first of 10 Sergeant of War directives that are arriving at your commands as we speak and in your inbox. Today, at my direction, each service will ensure that every requirement for every combat MOS, for every designated combat arms position, returns to the highest male standard only. Because this job is life or death. Standards must be met. And not just met, at every level, we should seek to exceed the standard, to push the envelope, to compete. It's common sense.
Make the super soldier serum.
That's why you have that's why you have special operators. That's where you recruit your special operators from. You get your special operators from the cream of the crop, from the general population. Like, do you not understand how any of this works? I don't think he gets it. So you want your infantry to be spec ops?
Yeah.
Then what the fuck is spec ops going to do?
Super spec ops. He wants the infantry to be spec ops, and then he wants the spec ops to be Captain America.
I'm not sure. Like, I get that he wants to like crack the whip and make everybody respect him because everybody fucking laughs at the Fox News host who thinks he can actually tell us what to do. So this is him saying, I'm the new sheriff in town, and you guys are going to shave and fucking do push-ups because you look like shit. You need to be on your knees fucking thanking them for holding shit down and keeping your dumb ass safe while you're getting fucking raging drunk everywhere while enlisted by covering up all your fucking mishaps after you're like dude, you're lecturing the people who are actually holding the line.
Yeah, right. Also, they don't have $40,000 fucking makeup studios in their offices.
50.
Like, who the fuck is he? Who the fuck is he trying to trick here? Like, he's the guy
about standards. He just talked about fucking standards this whole fucking time. He is the same motherfucker who has a dirty internet line into his fucking office as the Secretary of Defense in the Pentagon. That has never fucking happened before. That place is an island on purpose. No outside connection. He needed one so that he could do his Fox News hits. That's what it was. They got him a phone line or internet Ethernet line just for that. I hope nobody fucking hacks it and gets into the fucking Pentagon because this motherfucker wants to be on TV. You want to talk about standards? Jesus Christ. $50,000 in a fucking dirty line, and you want to say something about standards.
Oh, and don't forget that he uses what's the name of that app for all of his important military communications?
Oh my God, Signal.
Yeah. This
is
fucking
a Signal
dude.
Gate guy talking about standards.
Today, at my direction, we are also adding a combat field test for combat arms units that must be executable in any environment at any time and with combat equipment. These tests, they'll look familiar. They'll resemble the Army Expert Physical Fitness Assessment or the Marine Corps Combat Fitness Test. I'm also directing that warfighters in combat jobs execute their service fitness test at a gender-neutral, age-normed male standard scored above 70%. It all starts with physical fitness and appearance.
70?
If
That's low. See, that's what I'm saying. See, that's what I'm saying. You had to get 85 or better when I was in high school. So what are you talking about, bro? Best standards. Get out of here, man. And I passed all my shit. Thank you very much. I am no longer in that shape, but I used to be.
Every member of our joint force.
I'm very squishy now.
It's tiring to look out at combat formation.
Oh, we heard this. We're gonna skip ahead a little bit here.
Leaders. Upholding and demanding high standards is not toxic. Enforcing high standards, not toxic leadership.
How you enforce them can be
Toward
toxic.
Yeah,
goals of high,
doing it
gender neutral and
doing it ruthlessly and with aggression, that's toxic.
Yeah. When you target specific groups of people because you don't like them, not because they're problematic, yeah, it's toxic.
Yeah.
leading warfighters toward the goals of high, gender neutral, and uncompromising standards in order to forge a cohesive, formidable, and lethal Department of War is not toxic. It is our duty, consistent with our constitutional oath.
That's why you left, right?
Real toxic leadership is endangering subordinates with low standards. Real toxic leadership is promoting people based on immutable characteristics or quotas instead of based on
Question, sir. I have a question in the front. How many DUIs are we allowed? Because I know you have a lot, so I just want to know: can we all have the same amount of DUIs and personal shit on our jacket? Can we also get in trouble like this, sir? Question from the chat.
If you only knew how ridiculous that statement is, you wouldn't have said it.
Because there's some cute boys over there, and I got some time on my hands.
Promoting destructive ideologies that are an anathema to the Constitution and the laws of nature and nature's God.
One more question, sir. One more question, sir. Is it okay if I miss my PT because I was paying a settlement to my babysitter because I got really drunk and tried to molest her? Can I do that? Is that okay? Can I skip PT today so I can make that request? I'll shave.
We'll have to look into it.
I'll shave before I do it.
Please file your request with the appropriate officer.
Let me just figure out where I'm supposed to click.
The definition of toxic has been turned upside down, and we're correct.
Ooh, before we get Pete's definition of toxic.
Capith.
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 Let's see. Toxic.
You understand me, Capith? Capith. You understand? Capith.
Toxic refers to
a fucking perfect.
A harmful environmental condition or harmful effect of societal norms, such as toxic masculinity, which promotes aggression and emotional suppression. That's the definition of socially toxic. Let's do what Capith has to say.
That's why today, at my direction, we're undertaking a full review of the department's definitions of so-called toxic leadership, bullying.
You can't not allow bullying or hazing in the military. God forbid.
Things were better when you could haze. It really formed a fraternity of brotherhood. Also, people died a lot. They probably would have been bad soldiers because, they couldn't even hold their breath for 2 minutes. Do we really want that guy out there?
Empower leaders to enforce standards without fear of retribution or second guessing. Of course, you can't do like nasty bullying and hazing. We're talking about words like bullying and hazing and toxic. They've been weaponized and bastardized inside our formations, undercutting commanders and NCOs. No more. Setting, achieving, and maintaining high standards is what you all do. And if that makes me toxic, then so be it. Second.
So you confess.
Yeah, he admits it. He's toxic.
So he lined it all out. What is toxic? What they're saying we're doing that is toxic. And I just want to put at the end of this, I would like to let you know I'm not stopping. So then why'd you bring it up? If you're not going to stop doing it, then what's the point? If you want to reinstitute all the great hazing rituals, guess what? Your recruitment's going to go down even more because that's That's why they had to get rid of that shit. Ain't nobody gonna join once they figure out that these dudes are gonna beat the shit out of me on the first night. Like, what the fuck is that? I'm not. They're still people. They're not drones like others.
Well, he wants to treat them like they're fucking drones.
That ain't gonna work.
We're ensuring that every service, every unit, every schoolhouse, and every form of professional military education conduct an immediate review of their standards. Now, we've done this in many places already, but today it goes across the entire Department of War. Any place where tried and true physical standards were altered, especially since 2015 when combat arms standards were changed to ensure females could qualify, must be returned to their original standard. Other standards have been manipulated to hit racial quotas as well, which is just as unacceptable. This too must end.
What standards would have to be changed to meet racial quotas, Mikey?
Hey, look, y'all, I need your face bumped up. That's the only way you could be a real soldier is if it's bumped up. You got to bump up your whole shit. Fuck your whole shit up for weeks.
Merit only. The president talks about it all the time. Merit-based. Here are two basic frameworks I urge you to pursue.
He just said you got to do push-ups and you got to shave or your ass is out. But we're going to stay merit-based. No, you can't have merit and arbitrary fucking guidelines. You got to pick what's more important, getting fucking people in these fucking seats or making sure that the people in the seats are shaving.
Right.
What about the women? There's tons of women in the fucking military. You want them all shaving their legs too? Like, what is wrong? Shave your armpits. It's part of the uniform. Like, what's wrong with you?
Person impersonator says the army is still voluntary in the U.S. Yeah, who'd want to join after hearing this?
No one is gonna want to hear that this dude is bringing back stricter physical requirements and hazing. Like, this is why you were never a fucking staff sergeant in charge of recruiting, because this is not giving. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. This is giving. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Standards I call, my staff heard all about them. The 1990 test and the E6 test. The 1990 test is simple. What were the military standards in 1990? And if they have changed, tell me why. Was it a necessary change based on the evolving landscape of combat? Or was the change due to a softening, weakening, or gender-based pursuit of other priorities? 1990 seems to be a happiness and the E6 test. Ask yourself, does what you're doing make the leadership, accountability, and lethality efforts of an E6, or frankly an O3, does it make it easier or more complicated?
Pause it. E6 is enlisted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 promotions up.
Right.
And O3, an officer, is 1, 2, 3. So a third level officer or 6th level enlisted. He's speaking military speak.
He's speaking military speak at us.
That's the song that got me my wife, by the way. BSB all the way, baby. Fuck you, NSYNC.
Progress only says weapons got lighter, tech got better, enrollment cratered after the Soviet Union collapsed. That's what happened in the 90s.
Yeah, dude, and now the new, like, I don't know if you've seen what they're replacing the M4 with, but it's crazy.
Oh yeah,
like it's got like hybrid NATO rounds, and you can do all this other shit with it. Like, you sank my Scrabble ship. That's funny.
Oh, so what about the gun they're replacing the M4 with?
Yeah, they're all Progress Only is right. Like, the weapons got lighter. Like, they're not running around with fucking 20-pound M16s anymore, and they're not running around with M4s anymore. Like, they've changed the weaponry in a way that is not only more reliable and more lethal, but it's better. So you don't have to carry a You know what I'm saying? You don't have to have a guy with a 240 Bravo, like a saw. Like, you don't have to have a guy running around with that anymore, because everyone's individual lethality is increased from like up close to fucking 200 meters out.
Right.
So what the fuck do we need a big heavy suppressed? Like they've changed the way that they're fighting. And just like they were running in there at the beginning of the surge, and they were just like going door to door and fucking with people and kicking in doors and looking for terrorists and doing all this bullshit. You know what worked out better? Coca-Cola, cigarettes, talking to people, bringing in women who were allowed in their culture to talk to other women, but not allowed to talk to the soldiers. So then they brought female soldiers out there, and the female soldiers say, yeah, they're afraid there's a terror cell over there. Like, it works so much better by using your fucking brain. But this motherfucker is going to brute force his way into being, I don't know. What do you think he is? Patton? I don't know who he thinks he is, but you never made it that high in the ranks there, buddy.
Yeah.
Tech sergeants to get back to basics. The answer should be a resounding
tech sergeants do logistics.
And he wants them to go back to basics.
Like you want Tim Walz to be able to run a 5-minute mile or something like that, so he can get fucking shipments together to go overseas. Like, what are you talking about, guy?
6 test or O3 test clarifies a lot, and it clarifies quickly. Because war does not care if you're a man or a woman. Neither does the enemy.
But you do.
Nor does the weight of your rucksack, the size of an artillery round, or the body weight of a casualty on the battlefield who must be carried. This, and I want to be very clear about this, this is not about preventing women from serving. We are very much evaluating.
Bro, you just railed for the last 25 minutes about how everything should be at a male standard or a gender neutral standard because you don't think that women can hack it. You know, this is not about not having women in the military. Obviously, they can have secretary roles, obviously.
Look, I know I just raged out on you for like 6 hours, but I just want to let you know I'm very calm. Come on, bro. You just did a whole diatribe about how shitty they all are. But also, I want them to be here.
Am I really informing you? No, I'm not. I'm misleading you.
Another guy who never served.
Impact of female troops. Our female officers and NCOs are the absolute best in the world. But when it comes to any job that requires physical power to perform in combat,
there it is. He doesn't think that women can lift the same weights or do the same fucking physical. They can't run the same mile, whatever. Come on, bro.
I need them to be able to scale a 12-foot wall. Sir, quick question. We do have a ladder on the truck. Can I just use the ladder? No. You got to be able to jump up to that motherfucker. Oh. So why do we have the ladder? Shut up. Okay.
Y'all just being numbnuts right now because you forget your own history.
combat, those physical standards must be high and gender neutral. If women can make it, excellent. If not, it is what it is. If that means no women qualify for some combat jobs,
don't have a period.
That is not the intent, but it could be the result. So be it.
So be it. There you go.
That is not the intent, but that could be the result. So be it.
I'm not meaning to do that. So if it happens, then it's not my fault.
Right. I'm telling you that I don't mean that it's going to happen, but I think it's going to happen. So fuck whatever, guys.
Tim, no disrespect, but I don't respect you. Like, that's what he's fucking like. It's just like so stupid.
All of our female NCOs and all the officers and all that, fine, great. Can you lift the same 50 pounds? If you can't lift the same 50 pounds, then I don't know what to tell you.
I know you fly a helicopter, but because honestly, women are the best helicopter pilots. If you guys didn't know this, there's something about and women are actually better stick shift drivers too. The way that their bone structure is set up so that they have more strength in their lower body than their upper body gives them excellent control over both of their feet, which you have to use when flying a helicopter. So Keep it up. I mean, why have them fly even though they're better at it than us? Like, that is the one thing that they will never admit, that women are better pilots than us. And the Blue Angels, the only fucking pilot that can pull a 9.5 G turn with afterburners is a little lady, because her body is built in a way that is more suited for the task. If you're a 6'8" motherfucker and you want to pull a 9G turn and you weigh 300 pounds, guess how much you weigh? You can't stand it. Your body can't take it. Her body is smaller, more compact, and sturdier than yours under G-force. Your little floppy spine is compressing and about to fucking explode. She can flex and hold that shit. But he would know that. He's the National Guardsman who's in charge of everybody.
Yeah.
He's a pilot.
Mean that weak men won't qualify because we're not playing games. This is combat. This is life or death. As we all know, this is you versus an enemy hell-bent on killing you.
Who?
To be an effective
Which enemy?
lethal fighting force, you must trust that the warrior alongside you in battle is capable, truly physically capable of doing what is necessary under fire. You know.
That's why the cook needs to do push-ups.
You would want for your kids
and shave.
For your grandkids. Apply the War Department Golden Rule, the 1990 test, and the E6 test, and it's really hard to go wrong. Third, we are attacking and ending the walking on eggshells and zero defect command culture.
Huh?
A risk-averse culture means officers execute not to lose instead of to win. A risk-averse culture means NCOs are not empowered to enforce standards. Commanders and NCOs don't take necessary risks or make tough adjustments.
Back to the hazing.
Fear of rocking the boat.
Yeah.
They want to be able to withhold people's promotions and play favorites and all that shit. That's what that is.
Peacetime leaders covet the most, which is the worst of all incentives. We as senior leaders need to end the poisonous culture of risk aversion and empower our NCOs at all levels to enforce standards.
He didn't say toxic, he said poison.
Truth be told,
the venomous
need new standards. We just need to reestablish a culture where enforcing
the acidic culture. Not acidic, acidic, before y'all start clipping me.
I'm issuing new policies that will overhaul the IG, EO, and MEO processes. I call it the no more walking.
Can you go back for those? Let me hear those acronyms one more time.
Issuing new policies that will overhaul the IG, EO, and MEO processes.
So IG, EO, and
Inspector
MEO.
General, EO, Executive Operations. Let me see. IGEO. IG Military acronym. Inspector General, got that one right.
Yeah.
Was it OE?
EO.
No. Oh, EO. Oh, there we go. EO Military Equal Opportunity Program.
Ah.
And then what was the last one? MN?
Policies that will overhaul the IG, EO, and MEO process.
MEO.
Military Equal Opportunity.
So he wants to get rid of equal opportunity.
Oh, yeah. Oh, check out. In the U.S. Army, MEO stands for Military Equal Opportunity. This program aims to prevent and eliminate unlawful discrimination and sexual harassment against all military personnel and family members. Promoting an environment free from barriers that prevent individuals from achieving their highest potential based on merit and performance. Literally, the thing that you said you weren't going to do is the thing you just said right now that you're totally going to do. You're going to bring back the racism. You're going to start covering up all the sexual abuse, and you're going to withhold people's promotions unless they fucking clap like seals and run around the track 100 times. Like, yeah, this is why the numbers are down in the first place. Bullshit like this. Motherfuckers go in there, believing in the American dream, willing to be patriots and fight for their country, whatever you want to call it. Literally they have swallowed the pill and they're going to join the military, and they get in there with bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and then they never get promoted. They fucking grind and grind and grind, and they never get promoted. And then they see these little shitty racist motherfuckers from the cornfields becoming their commanding officers and getting all these accolades and getting the easy shifts and getting all the shit. That's why they had to institute that, because you were cheating for fucking mediocre white dudes. Where have we seen this before?
Yeah. Yeah.
White boys' fifis are the most important thing to protect in this fucking country.
Like, is he lying or is he stupid? Put in your votes now.
Vote now. Idle 001.
No more walking on eggshells policy.
Great name.
We are liberating
really thought out.
commanders and NCOs. We are liberating you. We are overhauling an inspector general process, the IG, that has been weaponized. Cleaners, ideologues, and poor performers in the driver's seat.
It's
We're
the
doing the same with
prosecutorial arm of the army.
military equal opportunity policies. The EO.
These judges are so judgmental.
No more frivolous complaints. No more anonymous.
Frivolous.
No more repeat.
No more anonymous complaints.
There it is.
Dude
I
is
told you
fucking-
they have a fucking racism and rape culture, and he is opening the gates for it. No one of color and no women are joining anymore. There's just gonna be 6 Gunthers in there talking about, yep, we done got them.
Anonymous complaints are like basic human resource management.
He's
You
from
gotta
Fox
be able
News.
you gotta be able to go outside the command chain and make an anonymous complaint so that you don't get retribution done to you, which is what he's eliminating.
Well, he's eliminating the ability for there to be a body that makes sure that you're not using retribution. He said, well, what if we just get rid of that, then they don't have anywhere to complain to, and I'm allowing the hazing to come back.
Whoa.
You can sign up if you want to.
This country was stone cold dead.
Oh, boy.
No more smearing reputations, no more endless waiting, no more legal limbo, no more sidetracking careers, no more walking.
Yeah. Why are you going to ruin my career? Because I just, I had my way with a private. Everyone else did it when I got in. So why shouldn't I be able to do it?
We had the unit beat a guy half to death because we didn't like him.
Did you order the code red on Santiago?
You're goddamn right, I did.
Of course, being a racist has been illegal in our formation since 1948.
But you're still a racist.
But why don't you show us what kind of tattoos you got going on there?
Hey, let's see that right pec. and let's see the infidel you have on your arm next to an M16. Let's see all that shit. Let's see all the anti-Muslim shit you got tattooed on your body too.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
Sexual harassment. Both are wrong and illegal. Those kinds of infractions will be
But we will make those laws completely unenforceable in the military.
Do you remember it was like one of his first like media hits, and they were like, "Oh, what are you doing to keep in shape?" And he's like, "I do 45 sets of 47 push-ups."
Yeah.
Which is clearly like a dog whistle for Trump or whatever. And it's like, do you know how many push-ups that is that you just said? You know how many hours it would take you to do 45 sets of 47 push-ups? Like, that is a very large number, sir. Are you aware that multiplication is a thing?
ruthlessly enforced. But telling someone to shave or get a haircut or to get in shape or to fix their uniform or to show up on time or to work hard, that's exactly the kind of discrimination we want. We are not civilians.
What did you mean to say that?
To fix their uniform or to show up on time or to work hard, that's exactly the kind of discrimination we want.
Oh, that's getting clipped. Hold on.
Uniform or to show up on time or to work hard, that's exactly the kind of discrimination we want.
Yeah.
We are not civilians. You are not civilians. You are set apart for a distinct purpose. So we as a department need to stop acting and thinking like civilians and get back to basics and put the power back in commanders and
yeah, dude, you are a civilian.
He left the military to go be famous. Brother, if you were a lifelong army guy, I guess this would like ring a little bit more true. Brother, you left so you could be on TV. You have a makeup room across the hall from your office. What are you talking about?
Well, he should fucking fix his hair then. Shave it off, bro, if you're following the standards.
He meets the standards. You can have hair that length.
You
But
got
I
hair
don't
that
know
length?
where I don't know where all this product he thinks he's going to get on the battlefield.
Ah, yes. And I'm sure the
I mean,
tattoos that he's covering up aren't probably allowed by him anyway.
Yeah. He got that ink after he left, like in the last couple of years. And then you want to tell everybody, you got to hit the standards. Bitch, you couldn't even get back in right now. Oh, yeah.
He's special.
He's special.
NCOs.
That's for me, not for thee.
Life and death decisions. Commanders and NCOs enforce standards and ensure readiness. Commanders and NCOs who in this War Department have to look in the mirror.
Pop quiz, Tim. What's an NCO?
Non-commissioned officer?
Woo, look at Tim go. Y'all better recognize. Y'all better recognize. We've been playing a lot of Call of Duty. Motherfucker.
Yes.
We know shit.
My kids, your kids, America's sons and daughters. So I urge you all here today and those watching, take this.
You better shave your kids too.
Yeah.
The core of this speech is the 10 directives we're announcing.
Start shaving
today.
them now.
They were written for you, for Army leadership, for Navy leadership, for Marine Corps leadership, for Air Force leadership, Space Force leadership. These
Oh, the Space Force. I keep forgetting about the Space Force.
Brother, if I'm in space, what the fuck I need to do push-ups for?
There's no
With your
gravity.
dumb ass. I don't need to do no push-ups. I just push. No up. I just push.
Well, maybe you
can
do
push all
up,
directions.
but you don't go back down, right? You just keep floating
Push
up.
this way. I could float. I could be bouncing all over that. Let me fix the focus on here. I would be floating all over that fucking. Look, you need to push that rocket, bitch. Push the rocket. It ran out of gas. Start pushing.
Who's going to make war with
Mars? When we find out that there's life on Mars, they will be nuking that bitch immediately. Okay, ground troops.
Chrissy says he keeps.
No.
Oh,
God, you got
Chris. Yeah. Oh, I see. He couldn't see me. He keeps going on about kids. Either he or Trump is about to introduce mandatory military service, or he has an unhealthy interest in kids. The draft is coming back.
Good luck.
I mean, most people that they would draft aren't going to qualify for their bullshit.
And then if you draft them, guess what? All the fat, gay, black, bearded motherfuckers will be right back in the same seat that you kicked them out of a year ago. So what are you talking about?
You know, Mikey, that's a really good point. The draft didn't care. The draft didn't give two fucks what you looked like, what color your skin was. You got drafted. You're in the military now. Congratulations.
Hey, everybody go out there and eat Oreos and don't do push-ups. Fuck this guy. You gonna fucking draft us? Fine. We're gonna be tubby lumpkins out in this motherfucker. Like, can we stop and get milkshakes on the way back to camp?
I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna start talking like.
I know we've only ran like 5 feet, but can we take a break? I'm so tired.
Why did you say run to the truck?
Drill sergeant, can I get a sandwich?
No, there are no more drill sergeants. Drill sergeants are gone. Did you guys know that? There's no more drill sergeants.
Well, he's bringing them back.
No, because there's a reason why. Because they're drill instructors now. A lot of times they either haven't hit the rank of sergeant or they're past sergeant.
Oh.
So drill sergeant doesn't work for everybody. So it's your DI, it's your drill instructor now. And those are just the people that are there to ruin your life. The Arlie Ermies. They're just
Wasn't he a gunnery sergeant?
Yeah. Arlie Ermy, yeah.
Yeah.
My it's funny because like the same dudes he's saying are going to be whipped into shape and made. Thank you, Tons, for doing your part to save this country. I don't know if he's looked at the landscape lately, but these kids are all Skibbity, Toilet, and Riz right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like these are COVID kids. The 18-year-olds are the ones who like went through COVID in high school, right? Because that was 4 years ago. So these are the COVID kids. You think the COVID kids are going to put down their Chromebooks and start doing push-ups and start tolerating people not caring about them? Have you met them? They all have therapists. I can't work my legs and lungs together. Don't make me sweat. Yeah.
Well, that is true. Like they're not. First of all, they're not going to sign up for the fucking military after this bullshit.
No.
They're not going to come by and be like, "Yeah, no, I want all of that. I want to be brutalized and."
Ooh, please, me next.
Yeah. And second of all, even if you fucking draft them, they ain't going to be good at it. They're not going to be like at your. Not everyone's going to be your standards.
Would you like to lose all of your freedom in your online job? Is that something that you'd like to do? Well, how about you don't get to do what you want and be a creative, innovative person? How about I force you to just do push-ups at 5 a.m. in the dark and run around in the dark, and then you just do that instead?
They're all content creators and they're gonna draft a whole generation of podcasters into military service. Like, how is that gonna go?
Oh shit! I'm not my thing's frozen. I gotta leave and come back. I'll be right back.
All right.
Fucking thing.
I'll remember while you're gone. I'll miss you.
Remember me. It didn't kick me out.
Oh. Now he's frozen. Here, we'll do that while he's gone. Remove him. Yeah, like they're gonna get a whole generation. All these kids are fucking influencers and pop. Like, I'm not going into the. Well, I think I probably don't meet the age requirements anymore. Pushing on 40 now. I don't know if they'd want me, unless they'd want 40-year-olds in the military, and then whatever. Let's go back to Pete while Mikey's gone. Ooh, we don't want that. Ooh, maybe we want that.
Objectives are designed to take the monkey off your back and put you, the leadership, back in the driver's seat. Move out with urgency because we have your back. I have your back. And the commander-in-chief has your back. And when we give you this guidance, we know mistakes will be made. It's the nature of leadership. But you should not pay for earnest mistakes for your entire career. And that's why today, at my direction, we're making changes to the retention of adverse information on personnel records that will allow leaders with forgivable, earnest.
He's like, we are going to make sure that you will not get punished if you do some fucked up shit. That is the crux of this whole speech, is like, hey guys, leadership, if you do some fucked up shit, it won't be on your record for very long. And no one can make anonymous complaints against you anymore. So you're going to know who did it. And then you can, retaliate against them, because we're not against all that. We're against all that woke stuff like human resource management.
Or minor infractions to not be encumbered by those infractions in perpetuity. People make honest mistakes, and our mistakes should not define an entire career. Otherwise, we only try not to make mistakes, and that's not the business we're in. We need risk takers and aggressive leaders and a culture that supports you.
Uh-oh. There's some stuff going down. Again, this country is fucking crazy, bro. We didn't even talk about all the fucking mass shootings that happened over the last, 2-3 days. Hey, Paul, you got a link for that? Whatever's going on? Because I'm not seeing it in like the general news feed that I got going on. Anyway, back to this fucking guy.
Fourth, at the War Department, promotions across the Joint Force will be based on one thing:
Merit. Yeah, no.
Colorblind,
Obviously.
gender neutral, merit based.
Mm-hmm.
The entire promotion process, including evaluations of warfighting capabilities, is being thoroughly re examined. We've already done a lot in this area, but more changes are coming soon. We'll promote top performing officers and NCOs faster and get rid of poor performers more quickly. Evaluations, education, and get rid of poor exercises will become real evaluations, not box checks, for every one of us at every level. These same reforms happened before World War II as well. General George Marshall and Secretary of War Henry Stimson did the same thing. And we won a world war because of it.
We didn't win a world war because of military policy reform. Let's be honest with ourselves here.
As it happens, when he started the job, Chairman Kane gave me a frame and a photo to hang in my office. A matching frame and photo hangs in his. It's a photo of Marshall and Stimson preparing for World War II. Those two leaders famously kept the door open between their offices for the entirety of the war. They worked together, civilian and uniform, every single day. Chairman Kane and I do the same. There is no daylight between us. Our doors are always open. Our job together is to ensure our military is led by the very best, ready to answer the nation's call. Fifth,
Thanks
as
for
you
the
have
link, Allie.
seen,
I'm looking at it right now.
and the media has obsessed over, I have fired a number of senior officers since taking over. The previous chairman, other members of the Joint Chiefs, combatant commanders, and other commanders. The rationale for me has been straightforward.
Tim
It's nearly
Ballum.
impossible to change a
Oh,
culture
no.
with the same
What did
people
YouTube
who
do?
helped create or even benefited from that culture. Even if that culture was created by a previous president.
Hold on. What did YouTube do for Trump? Oh no. Oh boy. You know, this past week has been particularly rough. I'm looking at the video of apparently there's a military base in Jersey, Joint Base McGuire Dix Lakerhust. I hope I said that correctly. That is in lockdown for an active shooter. I don't know if I'm going to put it up because it looks pretty newish. And I don't have any details, but if hey, Mikey Famine entered the studio. There he is. He's tiny. Look at how tiny he is.
How dare you?
So tiny.
How dare you? I must be very rude to you. It's I thought I was slick and I thought I could like update something that was really small. I'm like, it'll be fine. It was like Chrome was like, I'm sorry, what did you just do? Hourglass, spinning hourglass, fuck you. Everything go opaque. Fuck you. Can't click shit. No, you can't close what you tried to fucking update. Shut up. Do some push-ups.
So while you were gone, Mikey, apparently there is an active shooter situation at a military base in New Jersey.
Are we surprised at this point? Like, come on, y'all.
Yeah. And apparently YouTube has settled some sort of lawsuit with Trump.
Yeah.
If you guys don't want to contribute to YouTube, that's cool. Patreon.com/The Bin Podcast is where you can send those contributions.
Yeah, I guess that's what we'll have to start doing now.
So yeah, no, I get it if no one wants to contribute to YouTube for capitulating to Trump. I didn't know that YouTube did that, those fucks.
It was the other day.
Or twitch.tv/The Bin Podcast. Because we simulcast on there too. So there's we've got so many ways that you can contribute to us. I have a Cash App.
Well, I mean, fucking Bezos owns Twitch.
That's true.
And he's also kissed the ring. And
yeah.
they've been going after people for pro-Palestinian content because of the sex pestiny Destiny Tribe and Asmongold and Ethan Klein and all them. Most of them have been deplatformed from most of the major things. So now they're trying to drag everybody else down.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, well, what if we just had nobody there?
So if you guys want to like switch your memberships to Patreon, it's the same stuff. So it's all fine.
This is why we can't have nice things.
I know. So while you're gone, Hexeth also went on about how he's not going to put complaints or misconduct on officers' permanent records anymore. So he's like, if you guys make an honest mistake, cool, whatever, we'll forgive it. People make mistakes. If you bullied a subordinate and someone complained about it, we're not going to hold it against you. If you committed sexual assault on a subordinate, we're not going to hold it against you. He didn't say those things, but that's what he implied. Russell Cannon says, does this mean good progressive channels are likely to be silenced on YouTube? I mean, we have our suspicions about YouTube's policies and our channel. So all we got right now is conspiracy, but you never know.
Warning the Army taking action against its own, suspending or firing 14 soldiers and senior officers at Fort Hood, and ordering policy changes to address a disturbing pattern of sexual assault and violence at the military base. Army Secretary Ryan McCarthy condemning those responsible.
I've determined the issues at Fort Hood are directly related to leadership failures.
Among those removed, Major General Scott Eflont, who had been the acting Fort Hood commander when Specialist Vanessa Guillen disappeared.
They fucking killed her and they hit her fucking body, Hegseth.
And was later found to have been brutally murdered.
The tragic death of Vanessa Guillen and a rash of other challenges at Fort Hood.
No, bring this shit back, he says. Bring it back so we can start finding fucking dead girls in all the fucking woods around the fucking base. Bring it back.
Forced us to take a critical look at our systems, our policies, and ourselves.
According to the Army, the base is known for some of the highest rates of murder, sexual assault, and harassment in the branch.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Guillen's family speaking out after the announcement.
What has the past 8 months felt like for y'all as a family?
It has been a nightmare.
Their family's attorney making it clear they want more answers.
We were looking for something that was completely outside of the military altogether, outside of the secretary's hands. And we did request that congressional investigation, and they did pursue a congressional investigation. I understand it's still ongoing.
During its review, the 5-member civilian panel interviewed.
I don't know if you guys could see it real quick. Let me move this over. I don't know if you guys could see it flash up on the screen. Guess when this was? Guess when this was?
More than 500 women, uncovering an unacceptably high number of unreported instances of sexual assault and sexual harassment. Chris Swecker, formerly with the FBI, led.
I have family members who went through Fort Hood, and this reporting has already been out there for everybody.
The committee.
What we found was that there was a fear of retaliation, all forms of retaliation.
The review concluding the command climate at the base created a permissive environment for sexual assault and sexual harassment.
Well, guess what, everybody? It's back on the menu. Because the only way for people to be really lethal is that they can just take advantage of new recruits.
This report, without a doubt, will cause the Army to change our culture.
For the Guillen family, the fight for justice far from over.
This is not a political issue, not a race issue, not a gender issue. This is a human issue. This is not only about Vanessa, but this is about thousands of soldiers out there.
And included in this independent review, 70 recommendations, all of which were accepted by the Army Secretary. Also announced a new policy aimed at better handling cases of missing soldiers, and new emphasis on an existing program designed at handling sexual assault and harassment within the Army's ranks.
And this is from the same party that says they want to protect women and women's rights, and they should be these sorts of things and do things the right way. And they want all these rules for everybody else. We have people been told them about the sex crimes coming out of Fort Hood. And it didn't hit ahead until that girl went missing. And then they went searching and they found her murdered in the woods after being sexually assaulted. And people knew who was responsible and they protected them. So miss me with all the, we're going to stop all the going after people. No, especially at Fort Hood. Especially at Fort Hood.
Hoda? All right, Morgan Chesky for us there. Morgan, thank you.
And that's from 4 years ago. 4 years ago. Unbelievable. And this is the minor scratch on the surface. I bet it's ingrained from the top down. Yeah, that's why they have fucking low recruitment numbers, because the girls ain't going. And anybody who's not a straight cis white dude, they're not going. Full of fucking racists and sexual abusers. Who the fuck wants to hang out there and spend the next 20 years of their life dedicated every day, every morning to that shit? No, I'll risk it in the private sector. You know, I'll risk it. It's worth it to me. I had something else I wanted to say. Oh yeah, the government shutdown. So that's coming. And what the hell? Okay. That's the government shutdown is on its way. And the administration's plan is to fire anybody who gets laid off because of the government shutdown. Okay. And it'll be just like you firing all the people at the nuclear sites. You'll be begging them to come back after you fire them. I mean, if they come back, what are you going to do if they just leave the country? They say, oh, I don't have a job here. I got a little money saved up. I'll just move up to Canada. Cost me about $3,000, but I had it saved up for my last bonus. So it's all good. I just left. Who are you going to get to replace them? Who knows how to do anything? They don't measure or check to make sure that things would actually work the way that they think they're going to work before they implement a policy. Measure twice, cut once, I always say, but why measure? Just squint. Just squint. Unbelievable. Good men will stand up and leave, and women will put their energy elsewhere. What else can happen? The army will become more violent and underfunded. Oh, it's never going to be underfunded. That's where you're wrong. They're going to continue to get all the funding because the majority of the funding is going towards planes, is going towards not just planes, but like jets. You know what I mean? Like those F-14 Tomcats, the 22 Raptor, they're billion-dollar crafts. That's where the money's going. You know, and it's not just the craft. It's not just the individual thing, but all of the armaments for it, all that's in-house. Well, in-house as in from weapons manufacturers inside the country. So all the tank shells, all the bullets, all that stuff, we make all of it. That's where, and all the weapons that for the, yeah, that's where all these contracts are coming from. That's where like this Raytheon shit comes in. And for all the and Boeing contracts and all that shit. Like that's where all this comes from. They're going to continue to get their money. However, when it comes to the VA, they're like, I don't know if we can just like give these people like, I mean, do we really want to give them health care after they get out? I mean, that might be like one less Hellfire missile. I don't know, guys. I don't know if we can afford it. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, the people who are not getting their VA service are active shooting all over the fucking country right now. This is a losing proposition. And it is unfortunate that someone's so unserious and so unwilling. I got a text message. So unwilling to do the right thing is in charge right now. Tim said he's never coming back. Damn. Rest in peace, Tim. He quit the show. Just like that. No, he said he'll be right back. Person to personer says Russia is very grateful for the U.S. dismantling its own security and armed forces. And see, that's another thing. Who benefits from this stance and this behavior? I don't think it's the actual military, like the U.S. Armed Forces, because I mean, if that was the case, if your goal was to enhance the armed forces, then you want to get in as many people as possible. You know, get as many people in the room as possible, and then you can start saying, okay, what are you good at? How would you best help the armed forces? Like, what's your skill or talent that would be really like most beneficial to our efforts as a whole? They're like, I don't care what you're good at. If you can't do these push-ups, fuck you. I don't know if that helps. I don't know who that helps. I know who it doesn't help. But again, I mean, like, what do you think you're going to send troops to Taiwan on the ground? You think that's a good idea when they're literally in mortar range of China? Their whole western coast is in shell range from China, for rocket range. And they've been lining shit up, pointing it at Taiwan for like 3 years. So there's lots of them. And you want to put what? Boots on the ground to shoot the missiles down in it? Like, what is he talking about? It's not Iraq and Afghanistan anymore. War has changed. Everything is drone and digital and cyber warfare. And he's over here worried about push-ups. All right. Brave strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it works out for him. Unreal. Unreal. All right. I wanted to talk about that. Well, I kind of want to wait for Tim for these things. Little red meat before he gets back. Because I feel like you guys need to see this.
Hey, everybody. Remember how I told you that Donald Trump has forgiven over $1 billion in
She's a former U.S. attorney.
debts owed by millionaires and billionaires convicted of crimes? Well, he just added another $800 million to that total. I'm Liz Oyert, the former pardon attorney for the Department of Justice.
Pardon attorney, not
During the
U.S.
first
attorney.
months of his presidency, Trump granted clemency to dozens of people convicted of crimes involving fraud, meaning cheating other people out of money. Under federal law, those convicted of fraud are required to repay the money that they stole from their victims.
Makes sense to me. I'm out here telling people I'm out here on Patreon like, yo, everybody, if you give me $1,000 on Patreon, I will make the coolest video you ever saw coming out on Monday. And then 1 million people jump in there. They all give us all the money. And then I just kind of don't put out the video. I owe you guys your money back. Hello.
What happened?
What'd
you do?
We're talking about like here. I'll run it back.
Hey, everybody. Remember how I told you that Donald Trump has forgiven over $1 billion in debts owed by millionaires and billionaires convicted of crimes?
Millions,
Well,
billionaires.
he just added another $800 million to that total. I'm Liz Oyert, the former pardon attorney for the Department of Justice. During the first months of his presidency, Trump granted clemency to dozens of people convicted of crimes involving fraud, meaning cheating other people out of money. Under federal law, those convicted of fraud are required to repay the money that they stole from their victims. But not so for those who Trump pardoned. Donald Trump's pardons had the legal effect of wiping out the obligation to repay the money.
What money? I don't know any money. What money? Do I have to rewind it again?
No, it's fine.
I'll do a little bit.
So, for those who Trump pardoned, Donald Trump's pardons had the legal effect of wiping out the obligation to repay the money. In total, Donald Trump's pardons have wiped out over $1.3 billion.
Well, that's good.
I'm getting a lot of background noise from your mic for some reason. Yeah. It just got like really fanny and loud for a second.
Oh.
So let's see here. This guy, Trevor Milton, he owed $660 million for one thing and then $15 million for another. We got, let's see here. I think the Chrisleys are on here. Yeah, those are the Chrisleys for a combined $21 million that they're supposed to pay back to people they scammed. Lawrence Duran, $87 million. HDR Global Trading Limited, $100 million. Ross Ulbricht, $183 million. These are stuff that they're supposed to pay back to the people that they scammed.
Right.
Not if I got pardoned.
Taxpayers and victims of crime. These are the receipts that I've showed you previously.
So a judge and a jury has already decided that this person scammed and now must pay back the people that they scammed. And then Trump just erased the case. So now there is no judgment. So now they don't have to pay.
Special.
Trump has gone a step further. This week, the Securities and Exchange Commission abandoned civil enforcement actions against 3 of Trump's wealthiest pardon recipients. The SEC is a government agency responsible for protecting investors by filing civil lawsuits against those who commit fraud. But now, under the leadership of a Trump appointee named Paul Atkins, the SEC is walking away from those efforts to protect victims of fraud. Here are the 3 lucky beneficiaries of Trump's generosity. The first is Trevor Milton. Milton was convicted of defrauding investors in his electric car company out of over $600 million. Milton got a pardon after he donated millions.
So I'm going to pull up. I had the video. I thought it was in the playlist, but I must have put it somewhere else. It was like a local news story too. It was so good. Let me see if I can find it in my history real quick. Nope.
I can never find anything in my YouTube history. It's always crazy.
I know I saved the video. I just can't remember. Trevor Milton scam.
I watch too many YouTube videos.
I watch a lot.
Stuff gets buried.
Where is it? He was in the car. Do you know? I'll give you one guess at what his electric truck company was called.
The Scammy Electric Truck Corporation.
Nikola.
Ah.
Really, dude? You had to go with another, like literally the same Tesla reference?
Well, he said his is Nikola. It's not Tesla. It's Nikola.
Let me see. Come on, where is it? You know what? This might be another one of those things where the video is gone. Like I keep I know I remember something that happened. Yeah, you probably did. It's just not there anymore. Oh, here it is.
President Trump issued a pardon for the convicted founder of the Arizona-based electric semi-truck manufacturing company Nikola. Trevor Milton was convicted back in 2023 of exaggerating claims of
EV big rigs. It's going to be the greatest thing ever.
the hydrogen electric.
We're going to run everything on sunlight. Isn't that great?
Semi-trucks being built there in Eloy. He was found guilty of defrauding several investors. DOJ attorneys said video he released of trucks driving were actually just rolling down a hill.
They were getting so much heat from investors because they're like, dude, you haven't, like, does it even run? I get that you say you're working on this part and this, like, can you even make the thing move? And he's like, yeah, it moves. So he shoots this promo video. They fucking tow this motherfucker up to the top of a hill, angle the camera, push it down the hill.
Oh, yeah.
And it appears that it's rolling and working.
I've seen this. I've seen this.
That guy got all of the money that he fucking embezzled from these people at this point. He doesn't have to pay any of it back.
Milton was ordered to pay hundreds of millions of dollars in restitution as a result, but the pardon could wipe that out. He was a major Republican campaign donor. FEC records show he donated close to $1 million to President Trump's campaign a month before the last election. Today, Milton took to social media, recording this video saying the president called him directly. Listen.
Check it out.
I just got a call from the president of the United States on
And all you right wingers that hate watch this shit, tell me this isn't corruption.
my phone, and he signed my full and unconditional pardon of innocence. I am free. The prosecutors can no longer hurt me. They can't destroy my family. They can't rip everything away from me. They can't ruin my life.
He's the victim. He's the victim. He's being harmed by these horrible investors who are asking me to provide the product that I took their money for.
Jesus.
This is your meritocracy at work.
He was exonerated. It was a big celebration. Again, I don't know him, but I was.
Oh, you don't know him, huh?
I don't know. Never heard of him.
But you pardoned him anyway.
They say it was very unfair, and they say the thing that he did wrong was he was one of the first people that supported a gentleman named Donald Trump for president.
That was his big mistake, Tim. That's why everything went bad. He was a Trump supporter. Never mind the fact that he never made a fucking vehicle like he said he would that worked. It's that he supported Trump. But that's who we're talking about here. That guy.
To Trump
Jesus.
and hired Brad Bondi, the brother of Attorney General Pam Bondi, to
Small world.
Carlos Watson, who cheated investors
Who
in
knew?
the company and owed about $97 million. Watson leveraged connections to Trump, including paying $1 million to a well-connected attorney. And finally, Devin Archer, who stole money from workers' pension funds and a Native American tribe.
Come on, bro.
Archer owed about $60 million in penalties. He received a full pardon after he agreed to assist members of Congress who were investigating Hunter Biden. These three could have been on the hook for over $800 million, but instead, they're walking away scot-free thanks to Donald Trump. In total, adding up the criminal penalties and the potential civil penalties that Trump has forgiven, the amount is over $2 billion. But definitely don't ask Donald Trump to forgive your student loans.
We don't have the money, Tim. And it would be illegal. Like, why should other people have to pay for your education? You know what I mean? That's wrong. Like, you stole that knowledge. And then, like, what? You want someone to bail you out? Versus a guy who literally stole money from you. That's what it's called. When you take investors' money and you don't provide the product that they're investing in, that's called stealing. That's theft. That's fraud. Oh, I need you to watch this.
This strange mountain.
Because you're in Connecticut.
Mountain was almost the Atlantic Ocean. Look, I also didn't even think that.
Does that look familiar, Tim?
No.
Is that your house right there?
Combination of words was possible, but here we are, so bear with me. So you see that suspicious looking mountain chain?
Okay, there's Springfield. Do you know where Springfield is?
Massachusetts, yeah.
Oh, this is Mass? I thought it was Connecticut.
There's no Springfield, Connecticut.
There's Hartford right by his name.
No, there's a line between those two cities that is the boundary between Massachusetts and Connecticut.
How far up is the line? Like by his eyebrows? Like by his head?
I would say it's pretty eyebrowy. Yeah, it's pretty.
Okay.
That's a pretty good line right there.
Well, it's close to you, damn it. I thought I didn't know that.
It's called the Metacomet Ridge, and it runs about 100 miles from central Connecticut into central Massachusetts. These mountains are really steep compared to the flat Connecticut River Valley, and the reason they exist at all is very bizarre. Oh god, my eyes. This is a geologic map. You can see the Metacomet Ridge right here with Hartford, Springfield, and Zoomass Amherst up at the top. And it was created 200 million years ago by the breakup of Pangaea. As the continents drifted apart, it created rift valleys where magma could come to the surface. Before this rift could get too big, it went dormant and the magma hardened, turning into a harder rock that created this mountain chain. One of the other rifts that it was once connected to would go on to become the Atlantic Ocean, where
So you are in the Atlantic Ocean, but just the dry part.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not, but
you're in the valley.
I'm not in the Connecticut River Valley.
Yes, you are.
I don't even live in a valley anymore. I live in the fucking mountains.
The whole thing is the valley, he's saying. Like this
But I
ridge
live on the
is
other
ancient.
side of that. I
You're
live on the left side of that.
Why are you on the west side of it?
Because I live in Western Connecticut.
Tim, that ruins my video.
Mikey, this would be like if I called all of Illinois Chicago.
Mostly. That's what we have to say because no one's going to understand like any of the other cities in this fucking state. No one knows the name of 2 other cities in Illinois. Guaranteed.
I live a bit to the west of that. I live way to the west of Hartford.
Tim, your fucking house location has ruined my very interesting video that I thought you would enjoy.
It is a very interesting video about how part of my state was almost the ocean. But I would still live in the part of the state that I guess would be the new coastline.
Fine then. Don't live in the ocean.
Magma is still bubbling to this day. If you're from this part of the world,
We do get earthquakes every once
live
in a
shows
while.
out there this
That's weird.
October and November.
We've had a bunch of
Tickets are on
earthquakes
sale
this
now.
year, like 2.0 to 3.0 on the Richter scale. Not much, but we've had a some like centered around like New York, New Jersey, and then like one near New Haven, I think.
Okay, in the chat says we do need more rail, but the only real solution is less freight and more organized, less redundant truck roads. You can't replace all or even most truck freight with rail, at least not in the U.S.
It's just, I wonder why they won't fucking put new rail down. I wonder. Maybe it's because the fucking freight companies don't want to spend any money.
Might lose profit, Tim.
Yeah.
Why
gotta
should
do
I
that
invest?
2 mile fucking train cars that fucking fall off the rails, literally.
Remember all that reporting that I used to do about Dalton, that south side suburb? Yes. What is your GPS coordinates? Like in Dalton, all trains going from east to west have to go through the changing station in Dalton.
Right.
Like all of them. And they're like, oh, I was like, that's surprised. I was like, no. We're serious. They all have to come up here. It's like, what the fuck is that? Yo, I told them I'm gonna send them another message. Y'all need to get an autism train museum in your city, and the train people will come out of the woodworks, the train spotters.
And the link's in my bio. I'll see you there.
Yeah, it was cool. Thank you.
I got something for you, Mikey, before we get out of here.
Got something for you.
I conducted a poll of our viewers on the YouTubes of what kind of content would they like.
I'm not leaving.
Would like us to do.
Oh,
you monsters want us to do more political content.
I voted on gaming. It didn't
also
work, though.
voted on gaming.
We still lost. Damn it. I voted for
60%?
Pokemon.
60% of you want us to do more. Fine. We don't need sanity.
I traded that shit in years ago.
But I mean, it's 60% for political content and then 14% for everything else. Nobody could decide what else they want to. I mean, we both voted for gaming, so our votes obviously don't matter. Like,
I blame the Electoral College.
Let's see what kind of comments we got going on here. All of them, actually.
Damn.
Topical subjects like ointments.
I like it. Salves and creams.
Don't make me pick just one. Can we just have more bin eaten, bin gambling, bin fire, politics, whatever else you want to try?
I do have some gaming news.
Oh.
Saudi Arabia has bought the FGC. So if you want to watch the tournaments for Capcom Cup, it is $40.
Jesus.
$40 to watch a pay-per-view Street Fighter tournament. 40 USD, baby.
Don't even get me started about fucking Saudi Arabia buying up all the fucking sports shit.
They got wrestling, they got boxing, they got
yeah,
UFC, they got
golf.
golf, they had FIFA, they had now they got the FGC, they got the fucking Valorant and the first person shooter tournaments, Call of Duty and all that shit. All that shit's going to Saudi Arabia. They're buying everything.
Even the fucking there was a bunch of comedians that did a festival in Saudi Arabia, and all the comedians who are like, "What the?" All the other comedians like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And they're like, "Saudi Arabia paid me an obscene amount of money to be here."
Right. Didn't Bill Burr go over there?
I think so. Yeah. I don't know who was there specifically, but I heard there was a big upheaval in the comedy circles about comedians going to Saudi Arabia just for the money.
I mean,
and I asked these people if they wanted pro wrestling content, and someone was like, "Hell no." And Ellie asked, "Will it be in chocolate?"
Yes.
And then Ellie also said all three, to be honest. So,
Mikey
fine.
Famine or Lando Calrissian, a stream would be good.
We'll do more political content. Mikey and I were already dreaming up that we had to teach these fuckers about how the American government works, and by these fuckers I mean Americans. So,
also over in the UK. Hey, y'all all right over there?
Is everything okay over there?
You guys need some backbone over there? Having a problem with your racists? I mean, y'all haven't figured out that, like I fucking told you, that this shit was gonna jump the pond, and everyone was like, "Ugh, sucks to be an American. I don't have to pay for my healthcare." Shit ain't funny no more, is it? Not fucking funny no more, is it? When they're talking about, they're trying to put their, Farage is talking about ICE agents running. No.
They want the onion content.
No. Actually, we're shutting the channel down. If we hit a million, here, I'll make this promise, and this will get the let out. If we ever get 1 million subs, I will eat a blooming onion on screen.
Wow, 1 million subs for a blooming onion.
That's what it's going to take. It's going to take that much. Yeah. Russell Cannon says, Nigel Farage, Farage is copying every Trump tactic. Yeah. Ooh, hockey content with Ali. You know, Ali actually likes F1. F1 was also bought by the Saudis. I forgot.
Yeah.
They bought that too.
They're buying up everything. They bought not everyone likes pro wrestling content, I guess, but they bought WrestleMania in 2027 is going to be in Saudi Arabia. And WWE had been promising for years that if they were to do a foreign WrestleMania, it would be in England because there's such a big English fan base. There's such a big UK fan base. They would do it in London at what's the big stadium there in London? Not the O2, the other one.
I have no idea.
Anyway, they were promising that they would do WrestleMania in London. And then Saudi Arabia was like, "Do you guys want $100 million?" And they were like, "Yes, please give us money." So in 2027, WrestleMania is going to be in Saudi Arabia.
Oh,
Wembley. That's the stadium. Wembley.
On day 2 of the 105th annual Durham Fair, we took you out live to the fun yesterday and this morning.
I don't live near the Durham Fair.
In the plans.
This is your people. Don't try to squirm
It's
out
not
of
my.
it now.
It's not
This
my
is your
people.
Timothy. This is your fucking people. All right.
The Durham Fair is pretty fun though. I've been.
I live in Illinois. I gotta stand up for the Bears and deep dish, things that I don't necessarily love all that much. This is your Scarlet Letter, Tim, and the Scarlet Letter
the Durham
is
Fair. What's wrong with the Durham Fair?
Oh, you'll see.
For tonight, and that includes the pumpkin drop, something the fair is bringing back this year.
Yeah, so let's take you right out to Fox 61's Stefan Reels, who's in the middle of it all.
She is itty bitty. She barely over the counter. Damn. Get her a box. Get her a box, a Tupperware container or something to stand on.
And frankly, is as every bit as excited as he should be, because this looks pretty awesome.
Look at all these dirty Connecticutans out here baying for blood. That's why they're all out there.
We prefer the term nutmeggers.
These nutmeggers are here for carnage and carnage only. Let us watch on.
Honestly, Tim, Annette, once Annette did the story, I think on Tuesday, just about the pumpkins, I was locked in. I was ready to go and jealous that Annette might actually get the chance to do this story. But guess what?
Did they send the most flamboyant guy out there they could find to do this?
Don't change the subject.
The middle of it. I am in the thick of it. I am in the middle of this
Into
monster
the thick
center,
of
and
it.
you can see it already
Into
rise
the
to the
thick-
top. People are
Oh
excited.
man,
They have
yeah, we do love smashing things with giant pumpkins.
Meteor!
An hour we got here just to get into the great zone of everything, but you're gonna see a little over 1,000 pounds of pumpkin just drop.
Stop
and
it.
honestly, at this moment, and part of me just wants
Down
to wait
tons.
and hold my breath so we can just experience it all together. But from what they said, it's
This is just a liability. This is just a liability. It doesn't have to be up that high. Why is it up that high?
Listen, people like things dropping from high heights to smash things that are on the ground.
Fucking day. Smashy crashy.
gonna happen any second now.
Oh, it's swaying in the wind.
Bated breath. What's gonna happen right now? A lot of people out here, just eyes are
No
glued
countdown?
on this pumpkin, waiting to see what happens. And it's just a really exciting time, like you said at the top of the show.
Gallagher is somewhere like, there's something wrong.
This is the
This just goes to show you that even in
man
liberal New England states,
incredible people.
white trash exists.
Clapping
some
a
farm
little bit.
people
We're
at the end of the
having a
day.
Very good time. Now we also have a drone up on top just to see if we might be able to get
They got a
little
drone up
extra
there watching
footage.
from above.
We're gonna be
They want
close.
the other camera
Who
angle.
knows? Right now, they're just trying to aim it, make sure we are all good to
Oh.
go.
How are you going to aim it from the crane?
Hold on. Oh, they had to lower the bitch back down. I'm glad I skipped ahead. All right, I'll stop here.
Thing is thick. That is like almost a foot of just thick pumpkin. And you know that would make some great pumpkin bread. A lot of great
pumpkin.
Thick
treats
pumpkin.
for this fall. And I
The
know a lot of
thickest.
people are excited just to see
Drop
this
it.
thing
Drop
split
it.
right
Drop
open.
it. Drop it.
And who can blame you? And if you ask, yeah, why are
All the poor vegans out there like, no, my dinner. And then the fucking nutmeggers like, shut up, vegan. Shut your dirty whore mouth. We're gonna break your food right in front of
we
you.
doing this? Hey, we're having a good time. This is fair season in Connecticut. And what do we know how to do?
Too high. Too
Have a good time.
high.
We're getting close to the top.
70 entries tonight in the figure eight demo derby.
Plumpkin.
We're hearing some more information on the demo derby, but right
Wait,
now
what?
we are focusing
Wait,
on the
Andrew WK used to have a Pretty Red Kid show where he built contraptions out of junk and then blew them up with dynamite. How
That
did I
sounds
miss
hilarious.
that? I love me some Andrew WK. Like, that's my rager music. Like, if shit's going down, do 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 do, and now it's time to
pumpkin's gonna be
party.
coming down any second. Apologies to my producers for trying to troubleshoot this, but you know what? It'll all be worth it.
Oh.
In just
Fucking drop it.
moments.
We pick things up and we put them down.
They pick them up, they put it down. We got some cheers.
Boy, this does not make Connecticut look good at all.
Yeehaw!
Look out
Gotta get in
below.
with the spirit. Who doesn't love to see that? Oh,
Camera-
countdown's about to happen. Show the card, Joe.
Yeah, cameraman.
This is what
Zoom
it's gonna
out.
hit.
Zoom out.
Who's ready for it?
Pan.
Thank you, producer Emily, for helping make this work.
Zoom out, fool.
5. Okay, we're gonna be doing our countdown. Shut
the fuck up.
4, 3, 2, 1. Cut. There we go. Oh! That is something else. Was it worth it? For you ladies, gentlemen. 5, 2, 1.
Slow motion action replay.
Oh my God, yes.
We live in
One.
the future.
1/2 speed.
Cut.
Now we gotta hear this motherfucker.
There we go.
Wait. Did it open up before it got there? Wait a minute.
Enhance. Make it slower.
We're going to go 1/4 speed. What the hell?
What?
What?
Oh, that's a conspiracy. What's going on there?
Yo, we just cracked the fucking code.
Go back and let's do this frame by frame here.
It literally opened up before the thing hit.
Maybe part of the pumpkin hit it before, like the.
His voice is so terrible. It's not there yet.
Yo, why did the car open up before the pumpkin hit it?
Why y'all faking shit? Did y'all think the pumpkin wasn't going to break the car? Oh, come on, y'all. We over here faking the pumpkin smash? And why is there a small swimming pool full of water in there?
I think that's pumpkin guts.
No. Look, there's a reservoir of water in there. Yo, Connecticut, y'all some fake motherfuckers, man. Y'all some bullshit motherfuckers.
Chrissy says it's a pressure wave traveling in front of the pumpkin.
I mean, the pumpkin wasn't coming from orbit. Yeah. I can't believe y'all faking the pumpkin drop. I thought this was going to be a fun story. I just find out that I've been lied to again. God damn.
Cut. There we go. Oh, that is something else.
So Chrissy is pretty adamant that it's a pressure wave in front of the pumpkin that forced the car to
doors.
open.
I don't know, Chris.
If you can dodge a caravan, you can dodge a pumpkin. Trip says it's petrol. It's going to explode.
Back up. Fall back.
What was the weight of the pumpkin and the height of the drop? We know that the weight of the pumpkin was 1,000 pounds.
Yes.
The height of the drop, can't say for sure, but
if only our reporter who was screaming in our ears would have told us the height of the drop.
Yeah.
Instead of, I think we're going to count that. They're counting down. I think we're counting down. Well, that.
All right, Mikey.
I don't appreciate your fucking state lying to me. Like that was Tim, that was staged.
Are you saying that we have pretend pumpkin drops?
How do I even know that was a fucking pumpkin? It might have been a squash. Shit, the way y'all fucking lie. Hell, it might have been a goddamn butternut squash that was just misshapen from years of abuse and hard living.
All right. Well, so we are gonna leave in a minute, but like and subscribe, and if you want to give us money and you have big objections to YouTube, patreon.com/thebinpodcast or twitch.tv/thebinpodcast. But if you don't have moral objections to YouTube, become a member. And yeah, so tomorrow we got the dinner table. And then I don't know, we gotta put some videos together about how to teach these people civics.
Yeah, because you can't listen to TV to understand how the government works. Most of the people on TV have no idea how the fucking government works.
Yeah.
And on Thursday, we'll talk about the racist AI video that fucking Trump put out.
Oh, yes. I heard about this. Hakeem Jeffries lit him up over it. I've never seen Hakeem Jeffries so animated.
I mean, about fucking time, brother. Nice to know that you have a pulse. And also rest in power to Asada Shakur, who died yesterday or a day before.
Yes.
So rest in power. My queen. It's all over now. So
Man, I'm a popular dude today.
Everybody loves
People
you.
keep calling me. All right.
Everybody loves you. All right, we're getting out of here.
Drink your
I gotta
meat.
drink your meat. I gotta pee. And I gotta go. Happy birthday, Mrs. Famine.
Oh, happy birthday, Mrs. Famine.
And happy anniversary to the best wife that has ever existed, my wife. Ha ha ha.